Alright, so update 7.37 is here. Let's see what do we have here. Since patch 7.36 affected basically every hero in the game, it's no surprise that 7.37 is mostly focused on getting the playing field leveled again. A bunch of heroes are getting new innates and facets, and there's even a rework of Medusa 7.37. Wow, that's interesting. Let's see where they go with this. Also includes more information, tooltips, which should give you better moment-to-moment understanding of all the variables that go into um, someone in a forest. Check out the patch notes here. Okay. Right. Oh my god. That is a crazy long patch. Crazy long patch. What? Unbelievable, dude. Okay, that is insane. We have a lot to go through, it seems. Oh my god, I'm very excited. I'm very excited for this. Yeah, okay, just give me a moment. There's a lot to go through over here. That is crazy, though. Where do we begin? We begin from the start. I want it to be full screen. Is it possible that I can do that? Oh yeah, this is better. This is much better here. Alright, an area of effect, general changes, okay? An area of effect icon has been added to all tooltip values that are affected by Bloodstone and other AoE increases. The Mind's Map aura, Mighty Mind's Health Region aura decreased from 7 to 5. The Well Map aura, Well Wishes Mana Region aura decreased from 1.5 to 1.2. Starting from his second death, Roshan now always drops Roshan's banner. Starting from his third death, Roshan now drops Refresher Shard and Cheese during daytime, or Aghanim's Blessing during night. Teleport time to Roshan's outpost decreased from 6 to 4 seconds now. Interesting. Teleport classification. The following are considered a teleport: Town Portal Scroll, Boots of Travel 2, Twin Gates, Chen Divine Favor, Io Relocate, Keeper of the Library Call, Lone Root Spirit Bear's Return, Nature Prophet's Teleportation, Templar Assassin's Psionic Projection, Tinker's Keen Conveyance, Underlord's Fiend's Gate, Visage Summon Familiar's Recall, Faithful Followers. I wonder why they have to classify them. Like, why does that matter? Why they needed to classify what a teleport is? Like, were not all of these teleport in the first place, so why they had to mention it separately? Maybe there's something coming in the future that relates to this. But let's check it out. Okay, what do we have here? Breakable update. Breakability update. The breakability rules of facets, innates, and abilities have been updated. Breakable, yes, has been added to all abilities that are partially or fully disabled by break. All abilities that are partially disabled by break have an all tooltip line detailing break interactions. The following are now fully disabled by break: Alchemist, Grievel's Greed, Batrider's Smoldering Resin, Bloodseeker's Thirst, Bounty Hunter's Cut Purse, Bounty Hunter's Janata, Chaos Knight's Reigns of Chaos, Clockwork's Armor Power, Crystal Maiden's Cold Comfort, Darkseer's Heart of Battle, Dark Billow's Pixie Dust, Death Prophet's Witchcraft, Enigma's Gravity Well, Enigma's Event Horizon, Faceless Voice Distortion Field, Grimstroke's Ink Trail, Lycan's Apex Predator, Magnus Solid Core, Mars Dauntless, Nagasiren Eel Scan, Nature Prophet's Spirit of the Forest, Nyx Assassin's Mana Burn, and Nyx Assassin's Nyx Sense, Omni-Knight's Degen Aura, Oracle's Clairvoyant Curse, and Oracle's Clairvoyant Cure. Pangolier's Fortunes favors the bold, and Phantom Assassin's Immaterial. Phoenix, Blinding Sun, Puckish, Queen of Pain, Bondage, Queen of Pain, Succubus, Razor's Dynamo, Rubik, Might, and Magus. Shadow Demon's Menace, Silence's Irrepressible, Shadow Shaman's Foul Play, Skyrat's Rune, and Restoration. Well, that is cool that we can disturb Foul Play, which is, you know, a facet. So disabling or breaking that is a pretty big and good thing because it can be really annoying to deal with Shadow Shaman sometimes. So if you break him, he is going to die. But not only that, other things have also been broken, as you can see over here. Seven's Vanquisher, TJ's Squeeze Scope, Timbersaw's Exposure Therapy, Tinker Eureka, Tiny Insurmountable, and Ursa's Maul. Also Winter Wyvern's Dragon Side. The following are now partially disabled by break. Chaos Knight, Phantasmagoria. Break disables the passive damage reduction aura. Ember Spirit Immolation. Immolation is not disabled for Fire Remnants when upgraded with Aghanim Shard. Juggernaut's Platform. Breaks disable the gaining of new stacks. Break does not disable the passive bonuses from existing stacks. Okay, interesting. Lifestealer Feast, including the ability to deny creeps at 75%. Break disables the gaining of new stats. Break does not disable the passive bonuses from existing stats. Monkey King Jingu Mastery. Break disables the gaining of new stats. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I like how they mention all of these things. I mean, I think most players already know that. Things like these. But I think mentioning these is also a good reminder to the players who may be not familiar with how break can work and disable these passives. Does not disable the bonuses from existing stacks. Well, you can do that with Eels. If you use Eel on the enemy Monkey King, you can do that. Storm Spirit Galvanized. Break disables the gaining of new stack from kill. Tidehunter Kraken Shell. Break disables the gaining of new stack. Break does not disable the bonuses from existing stack. That is interesting. Troll Warlord's Fervor. Break disables the gaining of new stack. Yeah, same with all of these, yeah. It disables from gaining further stacks, but not completely disables it. So if you have any stacks of Troll Warlord hitting someone, you still have it. You will retain it. But you will not gain further stacks. And this is Graves Cloak. Well, you can always use Manta, because when I'm thinking of Troll Warlord, if you build Manta on him, you can just click Manta, and I think the Silver Edge, the break from the Silver Edge will not work. So I'm not sure if break is that good overall. This is Gravekeeper's Cloak. Again, same thing. You retain the stack that you already have, but you will not gain further. Wraith King Bone Guard. Break disables the gaining of new stacks. The following are no longer disabled by break. Lich Death Charge. Interesting. Now we have ability blocking and reflection. Abilities that are applied with attacks can no longer be blocked or reflected. Abilities that are applied with attacks can no longer be blocked or reflected. The following abilities had their behavior changed. Beastmaster, Call of the Wild Hawk, Dive Bomb, Omni Knight, Hammer of Purity, Tusk Warlock Sponge. So they cannot be blocked or reflected. But what do you mean by reflected? Does it mean Lotus Orb, or reflected as in damage reflection? Like Blade Mail? Which one they are referring to, I wonder. Abilities can be unit or point targeted, but do not track their target. When unit targeted can no longer be blocked or reflected. The following abilities have had their behavior changed. Lion's Earth Spike, Sand King's Burrow Strike. Abilities that track their target when unit target can be blocked or reflected. The following abilities have had their behavior changed. Darkseer's Ion Shell. Abilities that can be unit targeted and displaces the caster are now blocked on ability cast instead of after displacement. The following abilities have had their behavior changed. Husker's Life Break, Marcy's Rebound, Meepo's Mega Meepo Fling, 7 Stormhammer with Aghanim Scepter, Tiny Toss, Tusk Snowball. Abilities that fire a projectile at a primary target and affect an area around them now only trigger Spell Block and Reflection on the primary target. So if you use Lotus Orb, and if a lion fingers at you, it's not going to be that bad, I think. But I think earlier also, if you Lotus Orb and lion fingers you with Aghanim, it will only affect lion. So interesting. But Let's see what the examples they have given. The following abilities have had their behavior change. Alchemist's Unstable Concoction, Bristlebag's Viscous Nasal Goo, Venomancer's Nauseous Blade. Abilities that fire individual tracking. Wait, hold on. It is no longer blocked or reflected when casted automatically from the Snot Rocket facet. No longer blocked or reflected when blocked. Interesting. No longer spreads when blocked. Interesting. Abilities that fire individual tracking projectiles at targets to apply the same effect to all units hit now trigger spell block and reflection independently. The following abilities have either behavior change. Bane's Brain Sap with Aghanim Shard, Dazzle's Poison Touch, Finger of Death with Aghanim Scepter, Nexus Assassin Mind Flare with level 25 talent, Skywrath Ancient Steel with Aghanim Scepter, Abyss's Soul Assumption with level 15 talent, and Gleipnir with Eternal Chains. It is not blockable or reflectable by all targets. It is blockable and reflectable by targets. What do you mean? What does it mean? Ah, that is interesting. Unit target abilities that bounce between multiple targets will only target spell block and reflection on the primary target. The ability continues, but subsequent targets do not trigger block reflection. The following abilities have had their behavior changed. Unit target abilities that bounce between multiple targets will only trigger spell block and reflection on the primary target. The ability continues, but subsequent target do not trigger block or reflection. The following abilities have had their behavior changed. Dazzle's Shadow Wave, Hoodwink's Acorn Shot, Medusa's Mystic Snake when casted by Cold-Blooded no longer trigger block reflection. Nature Prophet's Wrath of Nature, regardless if it was a unit or point targeted. Phantom Lance's Spirit Lance, Rubik's Fate Bolt, Tinker's Laser with Aghanim Scepter, Ventral Spirit's Magic Missile with Aghanim Shard, Witch Doctor's Paralyzing Cask, Zeus, Arc Lightning, when casted by auto attacks with Aghanim Shard, it does not trigger block reflection. Okay. Neutral items, active effects can no longer be blocked or reflected. The following items have had the behavior change: Book of Shadows and Force Boots. Interesting. Let's go to the item changes now. Roshan's Banner. Effect radius increased from 600 to 650. Bracer no longer provides 360 damage, but now provides 50-100 health. Okay, that is fine. I think the damage was better on Invoker, but this is okay as well. Some HP is nice. Bloodstone spell lifesteal bonus decreased from 30 to 20%. Blood Pact spell lifesteal multiplier increased from 2.5x to 4x. Wow. So once you click on it, it's much stronger than before. But the basic spell life steal bonus has been decreased. Blood Pact duration also decreased from 6 to 5 seconds. So once you click on it, it's really strong, but normally it's not as strong as it used to be. When I'm looking at Bloodstone, the hero that comes to mind is the Radiance and Dagon building. Be right back. Okay, let's continue. Bloodthorn Sovereign bonus damage on silence targets from non-heroes attacks decreased from 50 to 25. Crimson Guard cooldown increased from 35 seconds to 40 seconds, and Guard additional damage block based on caster's max health decreased from 2.5 to 2.2 seconds to 2.2%, sorry. Dagon spell lifesteal bonus decreased from 15% to 15, no, rescaled, sorry, not decreased, rescaled. From 15 to 19%, that's pretty good for Dagon enjoyers, especially who enjoy the Bloodstone with the Dagon. Eternal Shroud, Eternal Endurance, magic resistance per stack decreased from 4% to 3.5%. Eternal Shroud was still pretty good, so decent nerf. Ethereal Blade, Ethereal Blast, projectile speed increased from 1275 to 1400. Yeah, that's pretty good now. Guardian Greaves meant cooldown increase from 40 second to 45 second. Heart of Taras was really bad. I hope it's better now. Never mind, it's decreased further because offlanes were having a lot of HP and a lot of regions, so they further nerf it. Max health region bonus decreased from 1.6 to 1.4% now. Heaven's Halbert's low resistance bonus increase from 20 to 25%. Disarm mana cost decrease from 100 to 75. Lotus Orb Echo Shell duration decrease from 6 seconds to 5 seconds. Manta Style Mirror Image Illusion duration decrease from 20 seconds to 18 seconds. Pavis health bonus increase from 150 to 175. Pavis is pretty good now. Pipe of Inside Barrier duration decrease from 12 seconds to 10 seconds. Oh, that's pretty big. Inside Aura Magic Resistance decrease from 10% to 8%. Solar Crest recipe cost decrease from 600 to 500. Total cost decrease from 2700 to 2600. Shadow Amulet. Fade no longer requires the target to remain still. Fade no longer refreshes cooldown if cast on self. Fade now slows the target by 35% while invisible. Fade now can be dispelled. Fade cooldown decreased from 7 seconds to 18 seconds. Sorry, increased. And fade duration decreased from 15 seconds to 3.5 seconds. Interesting. Spirit Vessel. Oh, Spirit Vessel. Big changes, I think, coming. Recipe changed. Now requires Urn of Shadows, which Vitality Booster, and a 900 gold recipe. Total cost is unchanged. No longer provides 6 attributes. So no longer good on heroes that really enjoys the 6 attributes, for example Invoker or other universal heroes. Now provides 375 health. Okay, now it's much more better on support heroes. Soul release cooldown increase from 7 seconds to 10 seconds. Soul release damage per second decrease from 35 to 25. And soul release health gain reduction increase from 45% to 50%. So the main reason why you buy a Spirit Vessel, it's more good for that. So if you're a support, you would get almost 400 health. That is pretty big. That is like a heart for a support. That's pretty good. But also, if you use on, for example, Morphling or someone like that who was like, you know, have high HP and stuff like that, so 5% more decrease in their health gain reduction. So that's pretty good. Urn of Shadows now requires Sage Mask, Ring of Protection, Fluffy Hat. Recipe changed. Total cost unchanged. No longer provides 2 attributes. Now provide 1 to 5 health. Soul release cooldown also increased for the Urn of Shadows as well. Neutral item changes. Trusty Shovel. Dig cooldown no longer ticks down if the shovel is not in the neutral slot. Always digs up a water rune when used in the river. Wow, that's pretty cool. That is interesting. Fairy's Trinket, item cycled out. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That was my favorite item to have as an Invoker. Or sometimes even on supports, like Crystal Maiden, because it gave you 50 health, a little bit more amplification, and reduction to mana cost. Ironwood Tree is back though. I can use that on Invoker. Returning as a tier 1 neutral item, provides 5 to all attributes. Plant tree, plants a happy little tree that lasts for 20 seconds. Cooldown in 15 seconds. So you can plant 2 trees. The other tree would last for 5 seconds more. Interesting. Pick pole, all attributes bonus decrease from 5 to 4. Pick out bonus movement speed increase from 10 to 15%. Iron Talon? Holy, Iron Talon is back? No way, that is crazy, dude. Iron Talon is back? That is unbelievable, dude. That is insane. Holy, let me read what... Well, it's tier 2 though. Returning as a tier 2 neutral item, provides 20 attack speed and 4 armor. Active is Chop. Targets a non-player enemy unit to remove 80% of its current HP. If cast on a tree, instantly destroys it. Cooldown is 20 seconds, and for the tree it's 4 seconds. So good, man. So good. It's still good. Philosopher's Stone now has a 750 charges and depletes a charge every time it grants gold to the owner. Now has 750 charges. And depletes a charge every time it grants gold to the owner. So it gives you 750 gold and then it gets destroyed. When all charges are depleted, the item is destroyed and the owner receives additional 375 gold. So you get 75 GPM per minute, right? So after 10 minutes, this item gets destroyed. You get 750 gold. And also you get 750 gold in total in those 10 minutes, and also you get 375 gold when it gets destroyed. That's pretty cool because it was not that good. It was okay. I'm not sure if it's a buff or nerf. Seems like a buff because it works as it did. Because by the time this gets destroyed by itself, you will have tier 3 items. So that makes sense. Pupils give the attribute bonus for universal heroes increase from 7 to 8. That is fine. That's good. Vambrace is now a tier 3 item. Yeah, because it was so bad as a tier 2. It was absolutely bad. They really should have done something to it. And seems like they have done something to it right now. So let's check it out what they have done. Is it any good? Is it bad? Now is a tier 3 neutral item. Main attribute bonus increase from 8 to 10. Other attributes bonus increase from 2 to 4. And strength magic resistance bonus increase from 8 to 10%. Agility attack speed bonus increase from 10 to 15. And intelligence spell amplification increase from 6 to 8%. Okay, that is pretty good. I appreciate the changes a lot. Now it is a viable item to get. But again, it's a tier 3 item. But if you really don't think that you have anything better, then you can just grab it. Why not? It's not that bad, is it? It's not that bad anymore. I mean, this used to be the standard kind of things, stats that it used to provide back in the day. So it giving those things back, but as a tier 3 item is still okay. It's a nice way to balance it, right? So if you want the spell amplification or you want the resistance, you can have that. You will also get main attribute bonus plus 10, and other stats are also plus 4. So overall, it's pretty good. This is a nice change. I like it. Ogre Seal Totem, another one of those items that have been very underwhelming. Let's see if they have changed it. Now is a tier 4 neutral item. Tier 4? That has to be crazy. Tier 4 is so high. Surely they made impactful changes to it, right? Strength bonus increase from 10 to 12. Ogre Seal Flop cooldown decrease from 40 to 35 seconds. Ogre Seal Flop damage decrease from 150 to 250. Ogre Seal Flop can now change direction while flopping with reduced stun rate. 150 to 250 cooldown decrease from 40 to 35, and you can move as well. I don't think that is that good. Maybe if they made it like 20 strength or 15 strength, 12 strength is still seem like pretty underwhelming. Martyr's Blade item cycled out. Yeah, this was again pretty good. Very good. This was very good, especially if you're like playing Centaur, Warrunner, or if you're playing Spirit Breaker. You just go in, you click this, charge into enemy, and then you tank all the magic damage as well from the allies. And it gives you 25% magic resistance, which is pretty crazy. The health regen is whatever. Alright, neutral creep changes. A lot of neutral creep changes seems. Well, not a lot, but decent. Happy Stormcrafter. No longer always cast Chain Lightning if attacked by lane creeps when pulled. No longer always cast Chain Lightning. Interesting. Well, what this means is maybe it is now percentage based or something like that. Or pseudo random or something like that. Because it will be harder for Happy Stormcrafter creeps to kill, especially if you're doing the single pull, which you usually never should. In normal cases, you never should do a single pull, but if you're doing a single pull with Happy Stormcrafter, it would mean that this Happy Stormcrafter will not be able to kill your creep wave, which is never good. If your creeps survive, it's not good. Giant Wolf, Intimidate total attack damage reduction increase from 50 to 60%. That's pretty good, especially if you get it as Doom. If you're a Doom and you can use that, or Chen maybe. Shen, however you like to call it. Help your Smasher, Death Throw, Power, base attack damage bonus increase from 50 to 60%. Help your Death Throw, Wash attack speed increase from 100 to 120. Ancient Garnite Golem. Oh, not the return of the Golem, dude. These guys used to be so annoying. Holy. Bonus HP percentage increase from 15 to 19%, 16 to 19%. Ancient Rock Golem, weakening or armor reduction increase from 2 to 5 to 3 to 6. Okay, that's not too bad. Got a scare. I got a scare for a second, guys. If you're enjoying the stream, guys, consider leaving a like and subscribe. Appreciate it. I do patch reviews and item reviews as well. Cosmetic items. Anyways, let's continue. Hero changes. Holy, a lot of hero changes as well. Starting from Abaddon. You know, when it's starting from Abaddon, it means that it's going to be a lot of changes. It's starting from A, you know? Starting from A. Okay, let's do this. First, we have Font of Awareness ability removed. What? It was such a good ability. That's what made it so cool. Withering Mist, new innate ability. Passive can't be leveled up. Passive can't be leveled up. Damaging enemies applies the Withering Mist debuff for 5 seconds. Affected enemies have their HP regeneration, healing, lifesteal, and spell of lifesteal reduced by 35% if they are below 40% HP. That is so interesting. Again, whenever I think of HP, lifesteal, things like that, it just Morphling comes to mind. So if you have Abaddon with Vessel, it's pretty good. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a carry thing or a support thing though. Borrowed time cooldown increase from 80 to 60 seconds to 90 to 70 seconds now. And talent F.A.Q shield barrier amount decrease from 100 to 80 now. That is interesting. Let's see what else do we have here. Anti-Mage base health region increase from 0.75 to 1 now. 1 is nice because the amount of harassment that agility heroes get all the time, getting a little HP region is never a bad idea. Now we have new innate ability, and that ability is a passive that scales with mana void. Attack slows enemy based on how much mana they are missing. Yeah, that is much better than if they are completely empty. I did not like that one at all. It wasn't that good because you have to empty the mana of the enemy first, and then you can hope to slow them and then kill them. And emptying mana of, like, for example, OD or heroes like that is pretty annoying, and it's not easy. Attack slows enemy based on how much mana they're missing. 12 to 20% minimum slow at 50% mana, and up to 25 to 40% maximum slow at 0% mana. Interesting. The 20% is the minimum slow if they have 50% mana. Okay, you can make them 50% mana relatively quickly because you have fast attack speed, and if you take the talent as well, the mana break will leech more mana, so you can easily make them 50% mana, which is good. Mana break no longer an innate ability. Mana burn per hit rescale from 16 to 44 to 25 to 40, so you can break more mana in the early phases, but a little bit less in the late. Max mana burn per hit rescale from 0.84% to 1.6 to 4%. Yeah, you can burn mana more in the early phase. That's pretty good. Blink Aghanim's after upgrade reworked reduces cooldown by 1 second after casting Blink. Your next mana break within 5 seconds is empowered, burning an additional 20% max mana and preventing the target from regenerating or gaining mana for 6 seconds. This debuff is undispellable. That is insane. Undispellable means no BKB, no Lotus, nothing can save you. That is insane. But I wonder how this will work with Spirit Breaker's spell, with status resistance. How will this work? Like, will it last 1 second over there? Even though it's not that relevant to strength heroes, but Spirit Breaker is a unique case because he has that ability where he can just reduce the duration of debuff, including the duration of the duel, to almost nothing. So it would be interesting how it works with that. Okay, let's continue. Level 15 talent, 40% slow on fully mana drained targets, replaced with 10% Persecutor max movement speed slow. And level 20 talent, minus 1 second blink cooldown, replaced with 0.7 second mana void stun. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good with the Basher, definitely. Let's continue with the Arc Warden. Let's see what we have here. New facets, Flux, movement speed slow increase from 14% to 35% to 15 to 39%. If you take the Order facet, Spark rate slow duration increase from 0.4 to 0.7 to 0.6 to 1.2. Disorder Flux, Movement speed slow decrease from 6 to 18% to 5 to 14%. And spark rate slow duration decrease from 0.6 to 1.2 to 0.4 to 0.7. Interesting. I don't play Arc Warden, so I'm not sure what this actually means in the complete overhaul of the gameplay of Arc Warden, but it seems like they have replaced this with this. But they haven't. It's different. I'm just saying. It seems very similar to this. These changes seem very similar to each other. Just minor changes. Minor but impactful, I would say. Level 25, Talent Magnetic Field. Affects creeps and buildings, replaced with flux silences when target is alone. What? So you don't need the Bloodthorn, because if you have level 20, like in level 25, you don't need a Bloodthorn. You can go Rapier or something else, because it's crazy what it says over here that level 25 Talent Magnetic Field affects creeps and building, replaced with flux silences. But it's flux though. It's not. Oh, for a second I thought it auto attack silences the target when they are alone. I thought that was really crazy, but this is crazy too. How long it lasts? Duration is 6 seconds, and cooldown is 16 seconds. So 6 second silence. I mean, this is almost Orchid. This is similar to Orchid, without the benefits of Orchid, of course. But you can buy other things, as I said, instead of Orchid. So, you know, it is pretty good, I would say. But with this, affects creeps and buildings was pretty good to push and defend. So interesting. The Beastmaster was really strong. Let's see what are the changes they have done to Beastmaster. By the way, it's going to be a long patch read, guys. If you're enjoying, consider leaving a like and subscribe. I appreciate it, guys. Wild Hunt, Inner Beast. Bonus attack speed per unit reskill from 1 to 5 to 2 to 5. A little bit stronger early. Inner Beast active bonus. Like Wild Hunt and Beast most are the fastest, right? So Inner Beast works differently on both of them. Active bonus attack speed reskill from 10 to 50 to 20 to 50 now. Rugged, new innate ability. Passive cannot be leveled up. Beastmaster's melee hero damage block chance is increased from 50% to 100%, but versus non-hero units. Interesting. While excess mana cost increased from 50 to 65. Seems like almost irrelevant. Seems like you never run out of mana. Well, you do, but seems like you don't. Like, with this, would it be any different? Sorry, with this, 50 to 65. I guess it will be, because maybe the intel gain of Beastmaster is not that much. No longer an innate ability. Question from the chat. Adrian says, can Iron Talon be used on Ancients? No, I don't think so. Iron Talon can be used on creeps only, because it's a level 1 item, tier 1 item. If it's a tier 2 item, I don't think it's a tier 2 item. We can return to Beast. Let me confirm it with you. Oh, it is a tier 2 item. But I don't think so. It can work on Ancient. That would be crazy if it did. But I don't think so. I don't think so. It should work on, because that would be way too broken. Yeah. Where were we? Beastmaster. Inner Beast, no longer an innate ability. Yes, it's not, because it's now Facet, Wild Hunt Facet, and Beast Mode Facet. Bonus attack speed reskill from 5 to 55 to 15 to 60. Drums of Slom, shortest drum interval increased from 0.4 to 0.5 seconds. Damage per strike decreased from 90 to 85. And no longer increases stacks when attacking buildings. Bloodseeker Sanguivore? That is such a weird name. Now provide full heal values when denying. Okay. Equal to 1.5% of the unit's max health per Bloodseeker's level, plus a base of 25. That's a lot of heal. So Vessel is good against Bloodseeker. Who knew? Vassal would be good. Also, Abaddon as a hero, also good against Bloodseeker. Level 10 Talent Blood Rage spell amplification increase from 10% to 15%. Well, that kind of makes up for the reduction in the Bloodseeker's lifesteal from Bloodstone. Yeah, so you get more amplification. But it's spell amplification, not spell lifesteal amplification. It's spell amplification, not spell lifesteal amplification. Bloodstone is spell lifesteal amplification. Level 15 talent blood right damage increased. But if you have more spell amplification, it gives you more spell lifesteal. Indirectly, it gives you more lifesteal. Basically, spell lifesteal. Level 15 talent blood right damage increase also from 120 to 135. And I think it's pure damage, right? Bounty Hunter base intelligence decreased from 22 to 20. Big Game Hunter streak extra gold increase from 10 to 20%. Shuriken Toss, Aghanim Scepter Caster decrease from 700 to 600 now. Level 25 talent Shuriken Toss damage decrease from 275 to 250 now. Brewmaster. Let's see what they've done to the Panda. Belligerent. New innate ability passive cannot be leveled up. Whenever Brewmaster respawns or come out of Primal Split, he gains 20% attack damage bonus. Duration when respawning. That lasts for 30 seconds or what? Duration after coming out of Primal Split is 15 seconds. And after you spawn, I guess after respawning is 30 seconds. So if you're defending after respawning, buying back and teleporting, it lasts for 30 seconds. But if you're like aggressively fighting and if you die, the Primal Split, it would be 15 seconds. I wonder how it would work if you die and you respawn in the battlefield because you had Aegis. How would it work then? That would be interesting to see. Will it affect that? Will there be an effect on that or no? Thunderclap cooldown increase from 13 seconds to 16 to 13 seconds. Radiance decrease from 400 to 325 to 400 in the max level. Yeah, it was pretty strong laner, so I mean, that's understandable nerf there. A lot more nerf incoming, I think. No longer an innate ability. Earth Brawler bonus armor rescale from 1 to 9 to 1 to 7. Earth Brawler bonus. Oh, wow, they have just nerfed all of it. All of the components, what makes Brewmaster strong with the Drunken Brawler. Earth Brawler bonus magic resistance rescale from 4 to 20% to 5 to 20%. Storm Brawler's bonus evasion rescale from 10 to 30% to 15 to 30%. Okay, they're same in the max level though. Yeah, they're same in the max level. Wait, is that no same? No, there's 5 more. 5 more at all levels. First 2 levels, sorry. From 10 to 15 and 15 to 20. 25, 30 remains the same. Level 3 and 4 are the same. Storm Brawler bonus movement speed rescale from 4 to 12% to 5 to 11%. Fire Brawler crit multiplier rescale from 120 to 180% to 120 to 180%. And there are some changes in between levels. 135, 150, 165 to 140, 160. Fire Brawler bonus attack speed rescale from 10 to 30 to 10 to 25. Void Brawler bonus status resistance now stacks with other sources of status resistance, which is Sand and Yasha basically. Void Brawler bonus status resistance rescale from 4 to 20% to 5 to 20%. And Void Brawler slow on attack rescale from 5 to 25% to 10 to 25%. Bristleback base damage increased by 6. Seeing red new facet Warpath can be activated to grant Bristleback 50% bonus attack damage. Holy 50%? Is it base attack damage or what? I think they mean base attack damage. And 50% bonus movement speed per stack, but limits his vision to a 90-degree cone in front of him. Oh, that is crazy, dude. They're playing around with vision a lot, I've noticed. Duration 4 to 6 seconds, and mana cost is 55 to 75. And cooldown is 45 seconds, so does not seem that strong, but maybe there are ways that you can play him where you will instantly get rampage in those 5 seconds, I think. So it would be good on one of those things, yeah. Prickly, new innate ability, passive, cannot be leveled up. Hero has 10% damage and debuff duration amplification against enemy heroes that are behind him. Bristleback, Aghanim Scepter Cold Spray count decreased from 6 to 5. Warpath no longer an innate ability. Damage per stack rescale from 5 to 25 to 15 to 25. Movement per stack rescale from 0 to 4% to 2 to 4%. Stack duration rescale from 12 to 20 second to 60 to 20 second. Max stack rescale from 4 to 12 to 8 to 12. Brood Mother, Necrotic Webs. Brood Mother is so strong. I hope they nerf her decently hard. Decently hard. Spin Web debuff now only applies if Brood Mother is in the same network of webs as the target. Okay, interesting. Double 10 talent spin web simultaneously. Webs, simultaneous webs decrease from 3 to 2, and talent web spin web charge restore time reduction decrease from 7 seconds to 5 seconds, and talent incapacitating bite attack bonus increase from 10 to 12. I don't know why I couldn't pronounce that. Chaos Knight Irrationality. Reality Rift, instead of 33% chance to do nothing, now is a 30. Wow, that is crazy. Now when you lose, you don't really lose because you silence the enemy. That is pretty good. That is pretty good. I'll take it. 33% chance to do nothing. That is crazy. Now you have a chance to silence. I like that. Clockwork. Expandable armature. Power cogs, push duration decrease from 0.8 second to 0.6. Armor power damage increase per armor 0.3% to 0.25% now. Crystal Maiden, cool comfort. Blue Heart Flow now also increase mono region amplification from 50% to 75%. Darkseer base strength decrease from 20 to 20. Mental fortitude intelligence now cannot be lower than the average strength and agility. Level 15 talent vacuum AoE from 100 to 75 now. Yes, I think Abaddon got buffed. Dazzle, Northal Boon. Barrier duration increased from 10 to 12 seconds, and Poison Bloom split damage increased from 2500 to 30 to 120. Oh man, I'm gonna see more mid dazzles or what? What does this mean for the future of our games, guys? This would be interesting. Death Prophet, Spirit Collector now also gains spirit from DP's own death and while she is dead. Morning Ritual, new facet, passive effect, DP delays 20 to 50% of incoming damage taking the damage in 1 second intervals over 5 second scale with Exorcism. Crypt Swarm, range increase from 810 to 900. Cast range is now equal to its wave range. Spirit Siphon can now target Roshan and Tormentors. That is crazy. Like, how much percentage was that? Oh, it's no longer percentage, yeah? Draining health from the enemy, but how much? I'm not sure how much. I'm pretty sure it was percentage base, but now it's damage base, I think. Interesting. I haven't played DP in a long time. Level 15, 250 health replaced with 75 silence AoE. Level 20 talent, 50 crypt storm damage replaced with 400 health. Disruptor kinetic fence, it was so bad. Is it good now? Cast range increase is still bad. Instead of fence, why is it not a C? It would be better if it's like a C or a bracket. Yeah? Rounded bracket, yeah? I don't like this. Just the increasing of range is not good because I don't see when is this good. Because you can always walk around it. I think instead of cast range, maybe you could increase the total length of the fence. That's one thing that could be good, that could make it good. If the kinetic fence is 50% more, this would be better. That's my thoughts as a disruptor enjoyer. I never take this. But if I were to consider this, either the shape should change to represent half a circle, yeah? Or the kinetic fence range should be 50% more. Glimpse now deals 20 to 35% of the distance traveled as damage, and the max damage remains 100 to 280. I mean, that is not that great because max damage still remains the same, so you cannot dish out more damage than 280, then who cares about this? Unless they're talking about 280 plus 35% of the distance travel, because that would be good. Level 15 talent, 275 glimpse max damage replaced with 10% to 280. 10% or 280 more glimpse distance to damage or max damage. Maybe I'm understanding it wrong. Maybe it's 280 and more distance travel damage. Doom, Impending Doom, Doom, new facet. Impending Doom is the new facet for Doom. Interesting. Every 6.66 minutes, I see what you did there. Duration is increased by 0.6 a second and doubled in turbo. Damage per second is decreased from 30 to 70 to 30 to 70 to 30 to 60. Every 6-minute duration is increased. What's the duration right now? 16? It does not seem a lot until very late game. Again, even then it's not too much. Interesting. Okay. Let's go to Dragon Knight. Corrosive Dragon, Corrosive Breath Armor reduction decrease from 1 to 4 to 0 to 3. Interesting. Drow Ranger, she's really strong. Let's see if they have buffed her more. And they have. They really want people to play Drow Ranger, it seems. And they've locked the Arcana behind paywall, which people cannot even pay to get anymore. Which is absolutely bollocks. But that is terrible. Let's see what they've done to Drow Ranger. Okay. Multi-shot movement speed penalty decreased from 40% to 25% because nobody was taking this facet because the other facet was just relatively better or this was much worse. And that is the case in most facets, by the way, that either the other facet sucks so bad that you take the one that is just okay, or just one facet is just too much better than the other one, so you just don't prefer to have the other one. Just a moment. Okay, Frost Arrows bonus damage increased from 6 to 24 to even more damage now, 10 to 25. A little bit more damage in the early phase. Yeah, early phase Frost or Arrows damage were not that spectacular, so increasing it a little bit more is not that bad. Level 15 talent, 20% lifesteal replaced with plus 75 attack range. Yeah, lifesteal was way too good. Plus 75 attack range is kind of a nerf because lifesteal is just way too good. Even if you give 175 attack range, wait, never mind. 175 is also pretty good though. 175 range, and then you have Pike as well, possibly. That's way too good. That's almost like a sniper at home situation there. So, Earth Spirit ready to roll. Rolling Boulder, new facet is the ready to roll one, which gives which upgrades your Rolling Boulder. Rolling over an allied hero grants the allied hero 15 to 30% bonus movement speed for 4 seconds. Earth Spirit travels further and faster, and it stuns enemy for long. The speed is 1900 and distance multiplier is 2.5x. Bonus stun duration is 0.3 to 0.9 seconds, which is pretty good. Okay, let's see what else do we have. Rolling Boulder, damage increase from 60 to 90. And magnetized damage per second also increased from 40 to 120 to 45 to 125. Okay. Earth Shaker facet. It was really bad. Maybe they've increased it now or made it better. Knockback effect is now applied on any kill made by Earthshaker's ability, not just Enchant Totem. Wow. Knockback effect is now applied on any kill made by an Earthshaker's ability, not just Enchant Totem. It could be Aftershock, it could be Ultimate, it could be Stun, but ability, not items. So you cannot build Dagon and just expect to do something good. Let's move on. I have not reached to Silencer yet. We're on E right now, so S is still waiting. Hold on. I'll give my reaction to that. Spirit Cairn is a new facet, I guess. New innate ability, sorry. Passive cannot be leveled up. When Earthshaker dies, a 75 radius fissure is created where he died. 75 radius? This fissure blocks movement, provides vision, and allows Earthshaker to gain experience around it. Can you destroy the fissure? A 75 radius fissure. That is so specific and interesting. I like that. So if you just go in and you just die trying to go on the PL to get your rampage, and there's a lot of creeps, and the PL just uses second ability to just survive that, and then he kills you. Well, at least there will be a kind of a tombstone there, which would give you experience, which would give you experience until you're alive. Which is kind of funny to me. Okay. That's interesting. I'd love to check it out. Earthshaker is now better now. I already enjoyed playing Earthshaker, but now it's a little bit more better, which I appreciate. No longer an innate ability. Yeah, because they changed it to Spirit Cairn? Damage rescale from 35 to 160 to 70 to 160 now, and duration rescale from 0.5 to 1.3 second to 1 to 1.3 second. It's better now overall. But because you don't have Aftershock innate ability anymore, so it makes sense. They had to make up for that as well, so interesting, not bad. Elder Titan now, momentum facet, movement speed as attack speed decreased from 30 to 35%. Yeah, Smurfs were enjoying this, but not a lot of Smurfs play Elder Titan, but the ones that they were, dude, it was too good. It was crazy. Tip the skill, new unit ability passive cannot be leveled up, allied creeps and buildings affected by the Glyph of Fortification or Roshan's banner deal 100% bonus damage. Allied creeps and building affected by the Glyph of Fortification or Roshan's banner deal 100% bonus damage. That is so interesting. Like, that is so specific. Like, if you fortify, only then you have that bonuses. Like, that is so interesting. Like, Glyph of Fortification does not help with the heroes, right? But Roshan banner does. But not heroes, to the creeps. So that is kind of interesting. Astral Spirit no longer is an innate ability. Yes, because they changed it with this one. Bonus speed per hero rescale from 4 to 8% to 5 to 8%. Bonus damage per creep rescale from 3 to 15 to 3 to 15. But a little bit more actually. Bonus damage per hero rescale from 10 to 80 to 17 to 80. A little bit more now per level. Interesting. Bonus armor hero rescale also 1 to 6 to 1.5 to 6. Again, a little bit more. A little bit buff over all of the Astral Spirit things over here. Mana cost rescale from 70 to 110 to 80 to 110 now. A little bit more mana as well. Costing a little bit more. Cooldown rescale from 25 to 17 seconds to 23 to 17 seconds. Interesting. Ember Spirit. Double impact. Facet. Slide of Fist. Second attack damage penalty increase from 40% to 50%. Okay, a little bit nerf. Immolation, new unit ability, passive skills with Fire Remnant. Ember Speed deals 10 to 40 damage per second in a 175 AoE around him at all times. Can be upgraded with Aghanim Shard, increases the damage by 10 and radius by 175. And grants Fire Remnants. It's almost Radiance now. The current level of Immolation. Searing Chain mana cost increased from 80 to 110 to 95 to 110. We'll wait until a Ringmaster. Wait, they did not release Ringmaster? Of course they did, then it would be on the front page. I guess we still have to wait for the Ringmaster. But it's still better than the current state of the game because it was really boring. I was not playing for a while. But I've been considered to play a few games here and there. It depends on what are the changes they've made to other heroes that I like to play other than Earthshaker and Disruptor, of course. But let's continue. And also if they nerfed Tiny or not. Tiny was insane. Shadow Fiend insane. Hoodwink I have not noticed to be super impactful, even though people are saying it is. But maybe not in my rank, perhaps. Or my server. Damage per second rescale for 15 to 55 second. 55 to 20 to 50 now. Not second, sorry about that. It's damage per second, not the duration. Damage barrier, the magic damage barrier, rescale from 30 to 285 to 60 to 285. 60 in the early phase, that's, you know, it scales up pretty big now. Enchantress. Forest freebie. Question, is Tiny still good? I have not reached to Tiny yet, but let's see if it's any good, and I hope it's not. I hope it's not too good. I hope it's balanced. Okay? I hope that I don't... if you go over here, like, you see that? Tiny, Sand King, Lifestealer, and Shadow Fiend is in my band. So I hope that I can remove Tiny and actually put a real hero there. Instead of enemy position 3 Tiny or 4 Tiny just absolutely one-shotting my main carry or my mid. Because that is absolutely disgusting. Alright, let's check it out. Enchantress, Forest Freebie ability removed. Now we have new innate ability, which is passive that cannot be leveled up. Of course, that's what innate abilities are. Rebel Rouser, all neutral camp deal more damage to enemy heroes. Wow, damage increase is 10% plus 3% per Enchantress hero level. Okay, that is interesting. All neutral camps deal more damage. Not the ones that, you know, she enchants. Enchant no longer grants a guaranteed neutral token drop. That is interesting. But if you use Midas, you still get it. If you're going Enchantress with Midas, because some people do that. Okay, Enigma. Let's see if they've made Enigma better or worse. Alright. Guys, what a long patch. If you're enjoying it, consider leaving a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, guys. I always review patch and changes and share my thoughts and make rant videos on it. Anyways, Enigma, Event Horizon, movement slow rescale from 15 to 9 to 15% and now scales with Black Hole. So these are the scaling of the Black Hole. Right, but it starts from 9. Then it scales with Black Hole. I think it deserved a buff, but they nerfed it more. Gravity Belt, damage reduction, rescale from 15% to 9 to 15% and now scales with Black Hole. Interesting. Faceless Void. Okay. Listen, I see it right now. The time zone was so trash. It's been memed a lot, and it deserved to be memed. That's one of the rare instances. Well, it's not rare. It happens quite a lot, actually. But time zone was so trash, and how do I know? Not because I heard it from someone else, as because I personally played Faceless Void with time zone facet a lot of times. Tried to make it work. Most of the times, it was so shit. It was so shit. Enemy lion outside the time zone or even inside the time zone can just destroy you, man. And Shadow Shaman as well. Rubik as well. I mean, they could usually do it with Chronosphere as well. But at least in the Chronosphere, you have a chance to capture them. And if they're captured, they cannot do anything. But boy, was it so bad, dude. Okay, let's check it out. What they have done to Void. Renamed from Temporal Impunity to Chronosphere. What? It's Time Walk. What is that? No longer prevents damage for a short duration after time walking. What? Why is it good then? I don't understand. Renamed from Temporal Immunity. That's a facet, not innate ability. So if you choose the Chronosphere facet, you get nothing. No longer prevents damage for a short duration after time walking. Then what it does? What? Level 25 talent, time zone AoE increase from 140 to 120 now. Okay, interesting. But I don't understand. They did not buff it or change it at all. They just removed the impunity. Now just named it Chronosphere. That is so silly, dude. Wow. And no further buff to time zone. They're still calculating if they should do something about it or how should they make it better, which is interesting. Grimstroke, Stroke of Faith, bonus damage per target increase from 20 to 65 to 20 to 80. Gyrocopter missile damage increase from 250 to 550 to 250 to 600. Wow. It's even better now. It got pretty good, but now it's even better. Hoodwink, Go Nuts. Scurry, bonus cast range increase from 50 to 200 to 100 to 250. And bonus attack range increase from 50 to 200 to 100 to 250. Interesting. Acorn, mana cost increase from 70 to 85 to 85 to 100. And bonus damage decrease from 50 to 55 to 160 to 40 to 160. Level 15 talent Acorn shot bonus decrease from 2 to 1. And level 20 talent armor corruption decrease from -4 to -3 now. Huskar in Incendiary. New facet Burning Spirit. Spirit also burn enemies for 1% of their max health each second. Cost 4% of max health instead of 4% of current health. Wow, that is insane. And decrease duration decrease from 9 seconds to 6. It is so good. Now Husker is so good against, for example, Centaur now. That is crazy, dude. Yes, you're correct. Boots of Bearing was instant counter to the square R of Void, which is called Time Zone, the infamous Time Zone. Time Zone, we will never forget, dude. What a joke. What a joke of a facet, dude. Hilarious. Level 25 talent is 4 seconds to Burning Spirit duration instead of 6. It's still so strong, dude. Abaddon buffed? Yes, it is kind of a buff. It's unique, I would say. But I think other Abaddon enjoyer came into the chat and he said it was a buff, so it might be a buff. Juggernaut. I hope it's buffed because he's weak as hell, dude. So annoying compared to who he lane against, other offlaners and even some other carries as well. Let's check it out what they have done to Juggernaut. Level 10 talent plus 150 healing ward radius replaced with 4% duelist damage. Okay, interesting. Level 10 talent 10% blade crit damage replaced with minus 10-second healing ward cooldown. Okay, that is good. Level 10, you can use healing ward more. But this was so good. I hope they bring it in the other talent. Level 15 talent movement speed during Blade Fury increased from 30 to 40. Okay, that is nice. That's a buff. Minus 20 healing ward cooldown replaced with plus 1% healing ward heal. Okay, so healing ward is better. You get more movement speed while you're spinning. But I don't know if this is good enough. 4% duelist damage. What is that? Duelist damage is the facet, or what is that? Is it better be facet? Sorry, it better be innate ability, right? Let's check it out real quick. Let's be sure. I'm sure that's innate ability, right? Where do I see it? Yeah, duelist. 10% more damage to targets that are facing him. Wait, I did not even know that it had this innate ability. Damage bonus are always applies during Omni Slash. So 4% more damage when you Omni Slash, which is pretty cool, which is pretty nerdy. I like that. Alright, Kunkka, maybe they have changed how it's played. It's gotten pretty stale and boring. Just use your Aghanim Scepter thing and it's so boring, so I hope they've made it something interesting, something more better. And I really hope that they did. Kunkka, minimum damage increased by 4. What's minimum damage? What is that? Min damage? What's min damage, dude? That is insane. What is min damage? Base damage increased by 4, I think. Admiral's Rum. Wow, it looks cool. Looks like a bottle. A clarity and bottle with rum inside. New innate ability. New innate ability. Cool, man. Passive. Cannot be leveled up. Taking damage from a hero building Roshan that will reduce Kunkka below 65% health. Automatically triggers Admiral's Rum over 10 seconds, providing 10% bonus movement speed and delaying 20% of the damage taken. Delayed damage is dealt evenly over 10 seconds once above N. Stack additively with other sources of Admiral's Rum. Cooldown is 60 seconds. That is crazy. So it's a passive. It's an innate ability or a passive that cannot be leveled up. So if you're like fingered or something, or if Shadow Fiend uses his ultimate on you, you would probably not die. It's same thing with Shadow Shaman, right? Because you get that kind of debuff on you, which prevents you from dying once you take a lethal damage thing. Torrent radius increased from 225 to 250. That is good. Mana cost decreased from 100 to 90. Interesting. Tidebringer no longer an innate ability. Cleave range or rescale from 500 to 1100 to 650 to 1100. Yes, more better. So the carry roll is back maybe. Damage bonus rescale from 10 to 120 to 30 to 120. More damage in the early phase. Very good. Very good. I'll probably see more Kunkkas now. Cooldown rescale from 16 to 4 seconds to 13 to 4 seconds. Wow. The cooldown is also reduced in the early phase. Wow, that's pretty cool. Your laning phase is covered with that. Very good. Ghost Ship. Okay, maybe they have made some interesting changes over here. Let's check it out. Ghost Ship, allied heroes touched by the Ghost Ship receive a stronger Admiral's Rum. Rum bonus speed 15% and damage delayed is 35%. But overall value is same. Now upgraded with Aghanim Scepter, creates a fleet of 2 ships at the target point on a 2.5 second interval. So you can use Torrent and use ship. And once they're stunned by the ship and the Torrent, the other ship will land shortly. And then it's a good combo, yeah? Each ship also fired 3 waves of 4 cannonballs. What the? What? 3 waves of 4 cannonballs from the port and starboard side that deals 40% of the ghost ship's damage as they pass through enemies. Each unit can only be hit by 1 cannonball per volley. Cannonball projectile radius is 100 and cannonball projectile speed is 1400. I think it should be 1700, but 1400 is pretty good as well. But that is crazy because I thought if you can be hit more times, I think that would have been good against Meepo or against Phantom Land, so that would have been interesting. But they have removed the Torrent Storm, dude. That is a controversial thing, but I respect it. They were bold enough to do it. Because that was the only... that was the only thing... Only one-dimensional way to play Kunkka, that you buy Aghanims and then you do the Torrent Storm and then you're annoying for a bit and then that's pretty much it. You don't have damage, you don't have any interesting abilities, but now we have all of the cannonball and dude, this is crazy. And 2 ships coming. It's pretty good. I like it. Level 25 talent Ghost Ship Fleet replaced with plus 100 spell AoE. So more AoE on the Torrent and more AoE in the Ghost Ship. And you can further increase this AoE of these 2 by what? By Bloodstone. Plus 75 AoE on both of these. So that's pretty good. On both of these, sorry. No longer Torrent Storm though. No longer Bloodstone, Radiance, that shit. But instead you have these. I mean, maybe you can still build Radiance with this Admiral Rum thing going on for you. But that is pretty interesting. Hello, can you try in one demo? Try what, this, Kunkka? It would be a very, very long video and review if I try every changes, so this is supposed to be what are the main changes, but I will try it for you. Because it does sound very interesting, so let's check it out.
I step ashore.
Okay, enemy.
Axe charges.
Level max. Level max.
Really
okay, let's... I want to check how the rum works though first, so let's just do this.
Good day, set my jib.
Okay, this is the rum effect, yeah? I mean, but I'll still die though. So it is not a complete immunity, of course. Okay, now it's on cooldown, so... Okay, now I should not die. Yep. Okay, here is the normal one. Is the normal board. And now here's the Aghanim board. Should be like this. And you're stunned, you're trying to move. But you're stunned again. So I don't think you can dodge the stun anymore. I mean, nobody's gonna do that, but I'm just gonna try it. What happens if you do this?
Enemies need killing.
And if you refresh, now I refresh. Wait, if you refresh it doesn't work? Hey, hold on. Let's refresh here, do this. Should be 2, right? 1 and 2. Okay, I thought maybe there was 1 less bullet. But let's remove the freeze spell and try with normal refresher as well for one time. I just want to check.
As you wish. Collision course. Ramming speed. Axe go.
Yeah, 3200 almost HP going, 3000 on something damage. That was interesting. That was interesting demo. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Looks pretty harmless. There should be more. There should be more reverb on those cannonballs. I'd say it's a sound designing thing. I think they sound pretty non-threatening. Anyways, outfight them. New innate ability? What's that? New innate ability. Passive cannot be leveled up. Attacking an enemy hero that has a higher level than Legion Commander increases the HP regeneration, lifesteal, and incoming heals by 50% for 4 seconds. Always applies when attacking a hero that is at max level. Wow. So you get more stronger if that hero is max level. Torrenstorm still better? Well, Torrenstorm is gone from the game now. RIP to Kunka enjoyers who would love to spam the Torrenstorm. I mean, it's a new way to play the hero, man. Let's be real, it would be more fun now to check it out. It got kind of boring, honestly. At least from my side as a person who does not play Kunka a lot because, you know, just seeing the guy just do the Bloodstone thing, refresher, and the Torrenstorm thing, it actually made the computer lag as well, drop the FPS and shit, so I was not a fan anyways, but, well, let's see how this goes. New ability, people have to try and check it out. Moment of Courage no longer is an innate ability, lifesteal rescale from 40 to 90% to 55 to 85%. Cooldown rescale from 2.3 to 0.7 to 1.9 to 0.7. Good. Interesting. So outfight them is a pretty cool innate ability. I like this because usually when I'm Legion Commandering, you know, I'm jungling and I'm just chilling. Especially if my offlane goes bad. I mean, if I do bad in the offlane, I go to jungle, right? That is the place where everyone goes after they have lost their lane usually. So, usually when you go to jungle, you are under-leveled, especially if you've lost the lane too. So gaining more lifesteal and more incoming heal, more HP regeneration, is a good thing to have while you're trying to duel somebody who is obviously higher level than you. So I like that. And it's not a little percent there, it's 50% more. Overall, it's not that big, but it's decent. It's better than having no advantage at all, basically. Lashrak, Misanthropy, Diabolic Edict, duration decreased from 7 seconds to 6 seconds, and total damage unchanged. Split Earth damage decreased from 120 to 300 to 115 to 280. Lifestealer new facet. Let's see if it's any good or bad. We have Rage. Renamed from Corpse Eater to Rage. No longer gains permanent HP when killing a creep or hero. Move to Feast innate ability. So now that's an innate ability. And this is Rage. In addition to Lifestealer, gain permanent max HP whenever he kills a creep or hero. Max HP per kill 1, max HP per hero kill 15. What? In addition, Lifestealer gains permanent max HP. I mean, he always got it since they introduced it. What do you mean? In addition, Lifestealer gains permanent max HP. Huh? You no longer get it from the facet, but you get it from the innate ability. So 1 HP per creep. Max HP per hero kill 15. Interesting. Lina, Combustion. New innate ability, passive scales with Laguna Blade. Every 150 damage Lina does to an enemy hero causes them to overheat, dealing 10 to 40 damage to their allies in 400 radius. Deals 10 damage if the target is an illusion. Dealing over 150 damage can cause this effect to trigger multiple times. What do you mean? Dealing over 150 damage can cause the effect to trigger multiple times. Every 150 damage Lina does to an enemy hero causes them to overheat. So Lina is the Illusion Slayer 2 now, I guess. Interesting. Fiery Soul no longer is a levelable innate ability. Okay. Interesting. Hold on a second. Alright. Let me just turn on the music again. Alright. No longer a levelable innate ability. Move speed bonus per stack reskill from 1 to 3% to 1.5 to 3%, and attack speed bonus per stack reskill from 4 to 32 to 8 to 32. Interesting. Lion mana drain. When the enemy has no mana remaining, the slow for mana drain is increased by an additional 15%. That is so cancer. That is so annoying. Because if Lion, remove your mana, you're like, okay, dude, that sucks. Now I have no mana. For example, if you're playing Bristleback and Lion just drain all of your mana, you're annoyed by it. But now, not only you will be annoyed by it, but you will be slowed additional 15% because of that, which is crazy. That is like salt on the wounds, man. That is terrible. Terrible for Lion haters. Where are my Lion haters at in the chat? Okay, Lone Druid, Unbearable. Summon Spirit Bear now also increases the attack distance threshold between the Lone Druid and the Spirit Bear by 500. Now also increases the attack distance threshold. Yeah, so how far your Spirit Bear can be if you take the Unbearable one. By 500, that's a lot. Beer Necessities, new facet. It's a facet, not an innate ability. Interesting. Lone Druid can use 3 slots of his inventory, but he gets 50 to 80% bonus passive stats from them. Scales with true form. What? Lone Druid can only use 3 slots of his inventory, but he gets 50 to 80% bonus passive stats from them. What does it mean? Scales with true form. Bonuses apply to the following stats: strength, agility, intelligence, health, mana, and evasion, attack, speed, and bonus damage. Health and mana regen. That is insane. First, when I thought that it said stats, I thought it means strength, agility, and intelligence. Because if you don't know, the beer can benefit from that, right? Because beer is considered as universal hero. The beer. Not Lone Druid. Lone Druid is agility, but the beer is universal. I think Lone Druid is agility, right? Did they change that as well? I don't think so, right? It is universal. Never mind. They did change it. My bad. So the beer is also universal, and the Lone Druid is also universal. That is pretty interesting and crazy, though. But I really cannot test all of these changes, but... Holy. Chatter says, LC was not enough OP. Man, I personally enjoy it. LC was fine, but there were times when you're losing, and usually when I pick LC offlane, it does not go too good. So when I go into jungle and recover, I'm usually underleveled compared to the enemy. So having that facet or innate ability is pretty good. It's pretty good because then I can actually fight the guys who are overleveled and actually have a chance at killing them and gaining dual damage. So my allies cannot ping LC with 20 dual damage in 30 minutes or 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit more positive thing for trying to make a comeback while playing LC. Gift Bearer, new innate ability passive cannot be leveled up. Lone Druid can reroll this neutral token once per tier. What? Can reroll his neutral token once per tier? Holy, I wanted this. LC was weak in offlane? Yeah, that's what I experienced. Yeah, and also that Talon is back, Darwin. Yes, sir. I love it. I love the Talon, dude. I missed it. A lot of people missed it, and I'm so glad Talon is back. One chatter was asking if it can be used against Ancients, but I don't think it will be, because it was way too good as a tier 1 item back in the day. So they brought it back as a tier 2, so I don't think that they would repeat the same mistake again by... Well, they didn't, but they will not buff it so that it can be used against Ancients, because that would be insane. That would be crazy. Summon Spirit Bear. Spirit Bear can no longer equip its own neutral items. Now copies and shares the cooldown with Lone Druids. Permanently equipped neutral item. Yeah, that was crazy because you could only get one neutral item unless you steal it from your ally or enemy. Right? And then you're gonna give one to the beer and one to yourself. Otherwise, you can give tier 2 item to yourself and tier 3 item to your beer if the max items, max level of the neutral items are tier 3. So you give the better one to the beer if you're going for the beer build, right? And you take the other one to yourself. Yes, sir. Talon is back. Talon is back. But Fiery Trinket died for it, and as an Invoker enjoyer, I will miss it. Also, they also increase the the tier 2 Vambrace, and they made it a bit more better. But I think it's tier 3 now, so I'm not sure if it's good enough. But if you don't have anything good or better, then you can consider that for sure. That would work. Let's continue. Luna, Selim in his favor, ability removed. Okay. Then what do we have instead of that? Moonshield, renamed from Lunar Orbit to Moonshield. Lunar Blessing moved to innate ability, can no longer be leveled. It grants 1 attack damage per level to Luna and allied heroes, and 400 bonus night vision plus 20 per level. Okay, interesting. Wait, let me adjust the music again. No, this one. No, this one. Just a second, guys. This seems fine. All right. Okay, Lunar Orbit. Wow, looks cool. Looks like glaives, but around Luna. I mean, I think that's what it is, Lunar Orbit. Wait, let me finish this. And 400 bonus night vision plus 20 per level to Luna only. Luna receives double the attack damage bonuses at night. Wow, so at night Luna is a real threat. And Lunar Orbit, new basic ability. Create 4 glaives that rotates in a 250 radius around the Luna. Basically the old shard. Any enemy unit that collides with it. Okay. Create 4 glaives that rotate in a 250 radius around Luna. Any enemy unit that collides with it. Glaive takes a percentage of Luna's attack damage. Collision radius 150. Collision damage is 20 to 25%. Duration is 5 to 8 seconds. And mana cost is 65 to 80. Cooldown is 40 to 25 seconds. You wouldn't believe this talent works on ancient... What? It does? Come on, Darwin. You gotta be kidding me, man. No way it does. Does it? Now upgraded with Agnum Shard, increases collision damage by 15%. Okay, with Shard it's just better. They've now also rated 50% faster. Okay, dude, you're literally a Beyblade up there, dude. Interesting. Moon Glaives can no longer be activated. Rotating Glaives move to Lunar Orbit ability. Agnum Shard upgrade removed. Just tried it out? You tried it in a real game? Did you try in a real game though? That is crazy if true though. Agnum Shard upgrade removed and bouncy increased from 2 to 5 to 3 to 6. Level 25 talent plus 20 Lunar Blessing replaced with plus 1 Lunar Blessing damage per level. That is pretty cool. Now we're up to Lycan Alpha Wolves. Alright, let's check it out. What do we have over here? Guys, if you're enjoying this stream, consider leaving a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Getting close to 850 now. Alpha Wolves. Wow, Alpha, dude. Alpha. Increase the max level of Summon Wolves by 2, but decreases the max level of Howl and Feral Impulse by 1. Damage and health scale linearly for their 5th and 6th level. That is interesting. Starting at level 5, Wolves gain Hamstring, an attack modifier that applies 0.5 second root, and the next 4 attacks from the units under Lycan's control deal an additional 50 physical damage. Cooldown is 8 seconds. That is pretty hard. That is pretty good. Starting at level 6, Wolves gain Hightail. When activated, Wolves can get a burst of energy, gaining hasted and phase movement, and 100% evasion and 28x speed for 8 seconds. Wow. So once you turn into Wolf form, you summon the Wolves. Wow, and you do your thing, dude. You click on these abilities of your wolves and it's gonna be crazy. Wolves summoned with Agnum Shard are improved when leveling summon wolves past level 4. This seemed like such an interesting thing. Alpha wolves. So your wolves are alpha now. You're not the alpha, but your wolves are the alpha. Sounds pretty cool, actually. Magnus, reverse polarity. That was such a joke of a facet. Maybe they made it better or interesting. Let's check it out. What have they done over here? Renamed from run through to reverse polarity. No longer Deals additional damage when skewering enemies into trees or cliffs. Move to the base ability. Skewer now deals additional damage when skewering enemies into trees or cliffs. Tree hit damage increase from 10 to 25 to 15 to 30 to cliff hit damage increase. Tree hit damage is 10 to 25 to 15 to 30 to cliff hit damage increase from 40 to 100 to 50 to 125. Marcy Bodyguard health gain from lifesteal now also heals bodyguarded ally. It heals them. Bonus armor increase from 4 to 13 to 4 to 16. Very cool, very cool. Medusa. They said they made significant changes to Medusa. Let's see if it's actually interesting and good. Mana Pact. Facet removed. Interesting. Venomous Volley. New facet. Medusa applies a poison to every 5th attack, slowing enemies' movement speed by 35%, attack speed by 80%, and cast speed by 50% for 1.5 seconds. Holy. What is this? Every 5th attack. It's not even 6 or 4. It's 5. Like right in between. Because 4 is way too much faster. And 6 is a little bit more balanced. Every 5 attack. It's not hard for Medusa to dish out 5 attack easily. And I'm pretty sure this does not work with your illusion. Otherwise this would be crazy. And this is so crazy. If you have this and Scotty and your ally has Shiva's guard, dude, enemy is so done. Enemy cannot do anything at all. Holy dude. The poison attack counts as an attack modifier for the purpose of split shot. So if you take the split shot... What? If you take the split shot thing, then you can get in like... In every second's attack you will get it, right? Because split shot is 3 attack. Or even more. Wait. With split shot you can attack everyone, right? Extra targets are 4. So every second... Wait. Split shot counts as 1 attack or multiple attack? Poison attack counts as an attack modifier for the purpose of split shot. Interesting. Alright, let's read further. I'm not sure about this though. Somebody in the comment section can explain it to me. Mana Shield, no longer a levelable ability. Now is a 2.4 damage per mana and then gains 0.1 damage per mana per hero level. Mystic Stake no longer slows movement speed or turn rate. Yeah, because slowing movement speed and turn rate and everything is over here, but not turn rate though. Attack speed and cast speed and all the things that matter more than turn rate is over here. That will be slowed by every 5th attack. Gorgon's Grasp, new basic ability. It looks pretty cool. New basic ability. Medusa fires a volley of arrows into the sky that lands in 3 groups in a line, with each grouping larger than the previous. Enemies struck by a grouping of arrows take 30 to 150 physical damage and are rooted. And they cannot turn. Holy. Speaking of turn rate, slowing turn rate, you cannot turn at all. And take 100 physical damage per second for 0.8 to 2 seconds. Insane amount of root, dude. Insane root. A root that dishes out insane damage. What's the cooldown? It better have a long cooldown, dude. Initial radius is 150 and radius growth is 50 and cast range is 625. Mana cost is 40 to 100. Cooldown is 30 to 21 seconds. Stone Gaze mana cost increase from 150 to 200. Level 10 talent. Stone Gaze bonus physical damage increase from 8% to 10%. Level 25 talent. 1.9 mana shield damage per mana replaced with +1 Gorgon's Gas Volleys. I have to try this out. This is way too good. I have to check it out. We'll check out 3 things, right? We'll check how much slow it is. First thing we're gonna check how much slow it is on
To battle.
On a hero that's moving like this, right?
You really
okay,
should prepare for battle.
Tremble.
Okay, let's max it out.
Axe runs.
Oh, hold on. I have to give him some armor, otherwise he's gonna die. This is a hard, dude. Yeah, hard requires this.
To the enemy.
Okay.
Right.
Axe charges.
You see that shit?
Axe go.
Let's try to turn around.
Silent as a storm.
Okay, let's try this.
Enemies need killing.
Cannot move at all. Okay,
Cut and run.
so let's build some interesting things with it. What if we build this, we build damage.
Daedalus.
We normally don't get double Daedalus, but just for experiment, let's check it out what happens. One butterfly as well, why not? Manta as well.
Manta style.
We had more enemies because I want to check this out as well, the split shot. How does that work? Okay, let's do this.
Good day to fight.
Slithering.
Okay, let's remove that. Let's check out the Scotty slow.
I am Scotty.
Into war's teeth.
It's no time yet.
First blood is blunted.
First
Forward.
blood. And it came.
Okay, that's normal slow. 3. Wait, it counted as 3, so what if there are 4 people? Then what happens? Every few attacks.
My hero died.
I thought I was dead before. Triple kill. Now I'm watching a kill spree.
Good day to fight.
Holy hell, they're on a rampage.
The ultimate works the same way, right? Okay, what if you do this? And Medusa is just annoying to deal with, in short.
The enemy.
Let's check the damage difference also. I'd like to check that out. You buy Dagon, max that shit out. What? Not like this.
Not yet time.
3 spells.
Cut and run. Let's go.
Serpentine. No mana. Cut you down.
But you could also pick the other one, right? Mystic Menace attack damage. Huh. I think this one is just better. Venomous Volley. This one seems just better. Unless you want to buy Shard and Aghanim's, because Shard and Aghanim's are the same. I think. Yeah, they're the same, I think. Interesting, very interesting. So we tested that out as well. Pick Pale by Vladimir and pick what? I don't understand what you mean. Okay, Mirana. Base damage increased by 3. Okay. Base strength decreased from 20 to 18. And strength gain increased from 1.7 to 1.9. Mirana is universal, so... Okay. Talent leap attack speed increased from 80 to 90. Monkey King, I hope it's stronger. Wukong's Faithful now also increases duration by 3 seconds. Very good. Free dance jump speed decreased from 800 to 700. Yeah, the support aspect of Monkey King can be nerfed. I don't care about that. Now goes on cooldown when taking any damage, not only player controlled units or Roshan. Yeah, that's good, otherwise it was crazy. But is it after you take the no cooldown thing? Like, is it like after you take the no cooldown thing, it still goes on cooldown, right? Hello, what's up, Alec? I have not reached to Invoker yet. We will reach there. I'm also excited to see what they've done to my boy. Alright, let's check it out. Now goes on cooldown when taking any damage, not only from player controlled units or Roshan. Primal Spring, any damage means like Radiance. It means Tormentor as well, I think. Okay, Primal Spring damage decreased from 140 to 380 to 110 to 380. A little bit less in the early phases, which is pretty good because he dealt a lot of damage as board. That was insane. Level 10 talent balance strike stun duration decreased from 0.3 to 0.2. It still will. What will? What still will? Murta, this had to change the hero because she was so bad. She needed some big buff. Let's see, what do we have? Ofrenda. Looks like a support kind of thing, but let's check it out. Now scales with Pierce the Wheel. Now increasing Murta's attack speed by 10 to 45 and she is within 450 range of Ofrenda. Ofrenda is no longer destroyed or goes on additional cooldown when Murta respawns. What does it mean? I don't understand this. Now also scale with Pierce the Wheel. What is that? Murta places a sacred altar at the targeted location, yet increases her attack speed when she's near it. When respawning, Murta will gain the benefit of Pierce the Wheel corporal form for 50% of the duration and respawn at the Ofrenda. So it's like a little bit like Earthshaker and Tombstone. Murta can select the Ofrenda and force it to destroy itself. Only one Ofrenda can exist at a time. Attack speed is not that big. It's okay only. Can you check Chaos Knight and Juggernaut? I've already gone through Chaos Knight. You can scroll back, or when this video will be uploaded, you can check it. After I'm done checking with heroes, I'm 70% done, I think 60%. Then this will be uploaded on my YouTube. You can subscribe to it and you can check it out. Or you can scroll back from here, from the seek of YouTube. Just seek it back. I already went through the Chaos Knight. But Juggernaut, I have to go through. No, I already went through Juggernaut as well. I went through both of them. I'm not going to go back now. We're moving on. There's just a lot more to cover. I'm excited by all the changes that we still have not seen yet. Naga Siren. Deluge. Deluge now also caps enemies' maximum speed to 225. Duration decreased from 5 seconds to 3 seconds. Crusader resistance reduction increased from 30% to 35%. Decreased from 5 to 3 seconds. That's so bad though. Hits any nearby enemy with a damaging wave of water. Reduces the enemy Crusader resistance and caps their max movement speed. Wow, movement speed cap is insane though. So if you're affected by Deluge and if you use Boots of Bearing, what happens then? Demo Void Spirit, new facet. I have not gone to Void Spirit yet. We will go through that eventually. Nature's Prophet, Ironwood Treant, Treant's Call. Now also increases Treant's vision, daytime vision from 500 to 1200. Nighttime vision from 500 to 800. So it's more of a hero now than a creep. Actually better than a hero, it seems like. Is this update include Act 4? I don't think so. No Act 4. And no information about it either. I think in the Act 4, or the end of the Act 4, there will be the new hero, Ringmaster. Alright, let's continue. No, it increased from 500 to 1200. It was 500, but now it's 1200, the daytime vision, it's a buff. And nighttime vision from 500 to 800, it's a buff. Now requires a single target tree to be selected to cast. Trend movement speed also increased from 300 to 350. It's a big buff. Wrath of Nature, now hits all visible targets. Does not increase the damage past the 16th bounce. Aghanim Scepter minimum maximum entangle duration decreased from 2 to 3.8 seconds to 1.5 to 3 seconds. Yeah, 3.8 second root, global root was insane. I don't know who thought of that and for how long it's been like that. But overall, the NP's win rate was not that good anymore because it has been good for many patches as a core as well as a support. So it was well deserved now. Curse of the Old Growth. This was a trash one. Maybe they have made it better. Now uses the same treant multiplier as Spirit of the Forest when calculating damage from treants. I have no idea what it means. Good for you or happy for you or sad for you, whatever happens. Nyx Assassin. Okay, Nyx Assassin, people were complaining about how strong it was, and I actually personally enjoyed playing Nyx Assassin recently. I never played Nyx Assassin a lot, but since that recent patch, I really enjoyed bursting people. But they definitely made some important changes to the hero. I strongly feel that way because they have done so to many other heroes as well. So I don't think Nyx Assassin would be safe at all. Let's check it out, what they've done to my boy. My bug. No longer scales with Vendetta, the mana burn, and no longer has a damage threshold. Is that good? That it no longer has a damage threshold? Is that good? Now only triggers from Nick's ability damage. Oh, that kills me. Oh, that hurts. No longer only no longer effects from items, man. So the Dagon, the Ethereal Blade, it does not matter. Oh my god. Percentage of current mana burn reskill. I don't give a fuck. You fuck the hero up, dude. Only from ability damage, so no longer Dagon. I mean, it's still buy Dagon to try to burst people, but it's no longer that good, man. Fuck, that is so bad. Nixon also reveals enemy heroes in Fog of War. Radius. What? Hero with 350 units of himself. Also reveals enemy heroes in Fog of War. That is insane. It's an innate ability as well. He was the most popular position for. Well, I used to play him as carry. No, not carry, but mid. Sometimes playing him as support and sometimes playing him as offlane. Like, I was playing him everywhere, but you know a hero is good when you can play him in every position. AKA Tiny, dude. I've seen offlane Tiny, I've seen support Tiny, I've seen mid Tiny, and they've been destroying. Well, I guess one hero that I'm not going to play anymore. Fuck it, dude. Vendetta, Aghanim Shard, upgrade reworked. Vendetta applies break for 4 seconds. But break have been buffed, so applying break with the shard is good. But it reworked, so no longer it gives amplification anymore, I think. That's fucked up. Level 10 Talon Vendetta damage decreased from 50 to 40. Level 20 Impale damage decreased from 120 to 100. And level 25 Vendetta applies break replaced with 80 agility. So basically 80 more damage from Vendetta. 500 pure damage though. 500 and then you can burst it by a second spell and then you can use Dagon after that. Yeah, we haven't reached to Tiny yet. Ogre Magi, dumb luck. Mana regen per strength decrease. Yeah, he was a menace. He's still a menace, not a lot of changes. Like, this doesn't mean anything. It's very insignificant. Omni Knight, he's pretty dumb strong still. Hits pretty hard as well. Omni Knight, Degen Aura radius increase from 300 to 335. Perfection operated with Aghanim Shard after 3-second delay. The target is purified again with 75% effectiveness. Wow, that's pretty good. With Aghanim Shard, 3-second delay. It's pretty good. Repellent provides 60% magic resistance. What the 60% magic resistance also. The old Repel is back. Omni Knight, the Guardian is back. I just got a Omni Knight set as well from the Candy Works as well. So I guess we're going to be playing some Omni Knight action as well. Look, literally a Guardian Angel. Pretty cool, pretty cool. You can buy this for the heal. You can buy this for Repel. I don't play him a lot to consider buying these though. But I'll give it a try maybe. Okay, let's get back. Oh, holy, there are a lot of changes, dude. What? I mean, the three people that were playing Omni that were playing as an offlaner. Nobody was playing him as a support. At least most people were not playing him as a support, so let's check it out. Cooldown increased from 45 seconds to 30 seconds to 55 to 40 seconds. That is fine. 60% magic resistance is like getting really close to a BKB. Really close to a BKB. That is insane. And what is the duration of the repel? 6 seconds. That's pretty good. That is very good, actually. Hammer of Purity has been properly converted to be an attack modifier. This removes the delay between the melee attack hit and the pure damage application. No longer is spell stealable. No longer procs magic stick. Okay, that is good. It's an attack modifier just like Fire Arrows of Flames, something like that, or Janata of Bounty Hunter. Mana cost decreased from 30 to 60 to 30 to 45. Okay, so you can use it more often. Cooldown decreased from 16 to 10 seconds to 16 to 4. What? 16 to 10 seconds to 16 to 4 seconds? What the? Damage decreased from 55 to 130 to 50 to 110. It's still so good. With so low cooldown. That is like if you bought Octarine Core, you would have 4.5 seconds or 4 seconds. That is insane. Strength buff was good. Well, you can have that opinion if you enjoyed going, I don't know, if you enjoyed going Centaur or Ogre Magi or Legion Commander and you have an Omni as a slave who would just spam repel on you. But I never liked that. I like the old repel, which would literally give you a BKB, dude. That was insane. That was insano style back then, dude. Then we have Guardian Angel, change from unit target ability to be a point target ability. So you can point and target. Now applies Guardian Angel to all allied units in a 400 radius. Oh, it's just like back in the day. But it was global. With Aghanims, of course. Okay, it's pretty good. No longer has 2 charges. Cast range decreased from 900 to 600. Cooldown increase from 70 to 50 seconds to 110 to 90 seconds now. Mana cost increase from 100 to 200 to 125 to 225. Aghanim Scepter upgrade Reburner provides a global cast range, increase the radius, and allows it to affect buildings. Oh, the old Omni Knight is actually back. Also amplifies health regeneration and incoming heals by 100% for the duration. Imagine if it had refresher, dude. That would be insane. MMR is Archon 1 or Archon 2. Level 10 talent base stamina decreased from 50 to 35. Level 10 talent minus 2 second purification cooldown replaced with 1 second plus Guardian Angel duration. Level 15 talent minus 15 second Guardian Angel recharge store time replaced with minus 20 second Guardian Angel cooldown, minus 5 second Hammer of Purity at level 20 cooldown replaced with minus 3 second purification cooldown. Dude, this is pretty good. Omni Knight with pipe, with Vladimir's, with mechanism thing, with the drums, with refresher and Aghanims, dude. Insane support, dude. That is a wild support to have. That is a very strong support. I love it. I've not seen a good support Omni Knight in a long time because people just did not enjoy playing Omni Knight because it was not enjoyable. Unless you're playing him as a core, playing as an offlane specifically, then it was good and enjoyable. So I'm pretty happy to see all of these changes. These are pretty good changes. Ori, I hope there's a nerf to him. Level 15 talent Astral Imprisonment cast range increased from 100 to 125. Level 25 talent Arcane Orb damage rescale from 2% to 1.5%. Yeah, this is a good nerf. 15 cast range increase, but this is increased though. Yeah, that's fine. Pangolier Rolling Thunder damage rescale from 100 to 200 to 75 to 225. Level 25 talent Swash Speckle cooldown reduction increase from 2.5 seconds to 3 seconds. Okay, we're coming to PA now. You're coming to PA, boys. It's one of the heroes that I like to play, so I really hope they buff him a little bit. They nerfed him too much, and I hope they buff him up. Now, disjoints projectiles, which would mean... What could be an example of projectile? I mean, it used to do that before too, I think, if I'm not mistaken, if you do it fast enough. Cast time also decreased from 0.4 seconds to 0.3 seconds. That's good. So if Vengeful Spirit uses his stun on you, if you click on your thing, it will disjoint. If you click on your blur, it will disjoint it, so you will no longer get stunned or take the damage. Or if you're almost about to die and Skyrod's first ability is following you, and you're running, the cooldown on the blur is going off in 3, 2, 1. You use it, and then you can disjoint it, so you will not take the damage. Also, the towers hits, of course, that too. If you just did a crazy tower dive and you're in 1 hit away from dying, you can just click on the blur and it will disjoint it. Phantom Lancer really needs a serious nerf. Fuck this hero. I mean, he's still kind of weak, though, if you have right team composition, and that is true for all heroes. But in my bracket, it's been a mess to deal with. It's been a mess to deal with. Yeah, cast time also improved, so 0.3 second is almost instant. 0.1 second, 0.3 second does not feel much different at all. I mean, it is different if you're like, I don't know, some professional player. But for a player until like 6k MMR or 5k MMR, you wouldn't feel big difference from 0.3 to 0.1. 0.4 to 0.3, you can still feel it, but after this, you cannot. It's the same amount of duration that you get from Monkey King invulnerability when you use the tree thing, when you shapeshift and you become a tree, right? So that was the invulnerability duration. First, I think it used to be 1 second, and then they made it 0.3 seconds or something like that. That's pretty good. Yeah, you can... Lina can counter it now, I suppose. No, you can counter Lina with this. Not Lina, sorry, Lion. Lion with this. Lion uses the ultimate and you use this. Well, let's check it out, actually. No, I cannot. Somebody has to use ultimate on me, then I can do it. I don't think I can switch heroes faster. Let's check it out. No way I can do it, though. I'll check it out anyways. PA.
Unseen and unheard.
Time to show them the true meaning.
With Axe, it's instant.
The true phantom rises.
Enemy line. And no way I can switch that fast, bro. You know, I'm not that I don't have that fast hands. Enemy level max. Level max.
Oh, hell yes.
Yeah, I tried, but I was not fast enough.
Cunning.
Okay.
Never bodes well to see me.
Yeah, I don't think I can switch fast enough.
Lightly.
Okay, let's try again.
To hell and back.
I have an idea.
A decision gives nothing away.
Nope.
Onward.
Of
Okay.
course.
Let's see if we can do it with Aghanims though.
Yes.
I trust death stalks.
Ah, I fucked it up. hold on. I'd like to try it, dude. That would be crazy if I'm able to.
Under attack.
No, it didn't work. Okay, let's check it with the Aghanims. Let's see if we can actually see the difference of that, and I am able to do it. I mean, somebody else has to do it for me to make it work. Nope, even if it was instant, but I still took damage. Yeah, let's try again.
Yes.
Walk as shadow.
No.
Forward.
Okay, hold on. Let me put a ward here.
Why not?
Put sentry ward here. Okay.
Prowling.
Attack.
No. Oh, dude, what the fuck? I'm planning it over here.
I only make such contributions in times of need. I see it too.
No, I cannot do it, dude. I literally cannot do it.
Because they hunt me.
Once he has casted, I don't think you can do it.
I give
Once he has
the
casted his ultimate, I cannot do it.
I go like the devil.
The stones come from the shadows.
Shift, and
Your life gone in a blue. Meet my blades.
shift and ulti.
More than just hard to see. Closer.
I mean, I can do it before, but if cast, I cannot.
Leave it. You're finished.
I haven't gone through that. Okay, I did it almost instantly, I think. I was able to do it instantly, but I still took damage, so you cannot dodge it, I guess. Fuck, dude. But can you do it through... Wait, 1 second. One more second. I want to check if you could do that through using Manta style. I think that's still possible. But for some reason, I don't think you can do it with the PA thing.
We waste precious time.
Okay,
on
enemy,
tiresome
level
fight.
max.
Cunning.
Max. Let's see if we can do it with
You
Manta
really
style.
should prepare for battle.
This will provide. Taking this position.
That did not work. 3 spells, please.
A good move.
No.
Prowling.
Okay, that does not
I
work. We
wasn't
already
hiding.
established that.
I trust it's where I need to be.
Am I slow? I mean, I know I'm slow, but...
Under attack.
Like, I'm trying to cast almost instantly.
Lightly.
It's not working. Yeah, I cannot dodge. I cannot dodge. Fitting polygon where you can make Manta dot, is that correct? Can we carry on the patch notes? Yes, let's do that. Yeah, I cannot do it. It would have been insane though if we were able to do it. One last try, boys. Yeah, I cannot do it. Fuck it. What the fuck? Alright, let's continue, boys. Let's continue. That was a hell of a stun block, boys. My bad. Yeah, you have to cast in between the animation and the delay of the damage. And that's what I was trying to do with this. It did not work for me. And it did not work with Manta as well, which is so weird. I'm pretty good with dodging with Manta though, but apparently doing it like this is like, yeah, I think doing it 0.5 seconds, do it after 0. Oh, we have to carry on for now. I'll do it later to finish the patch notes, yeah? Yeah, no problem. I understand. Phoenix, if you're enjoying, consider leaving a like and subscribe, by the way. Appreciate it. Dying Light, radius decreased from 450 to 400, and Icarus Dive is move slow. Its move slow has been decreased from 16 to 25% to 10 to 25%. Interesting. Primal Beast, Romp and Stomp, trample self movement bonus speed increased from 45%, active added bonus speed decreased from 6% to 5%. And the facet has been reworked. Pulverize now provides 20% AoE increase for all the item and abilities per hit. What's for all item and abilities per hit? I don't understand. How do you hit items? No, you don't hit items, but for all the items. What? What does that mean? Now provides 20% AoE increase for all items and abilities per hit. So if you have all those, what's a pulverize again? It's the ultimate, right? Each hit increases the area of effect of all ability and item, but 20% per hit. Oh, I see. Oh, I see that. Each hit increases the area of effect for all abilities and item. Well, what if you build Dagon though? You cannot have AoE on that shit. Bonus damage per hit. How many hits can you have? 2 seconds. That's like about 3, like 60% almost. Slow stack decrease from 8% to 5 to 8%. Interesting. For stuff like Shiva's. Oh, that is so great. Yes. You're so smart, dude. I didn't think of that right now. But of course, that was the only AoE item that we have. So that makes sense. Other than also the not upgrade of that other thing. Puck. Curveball. I hate this. I hate this while using Puck, and I hate it when I'm facing it also. It's just so weird. The animation is so odd. It's not proper. Illusory Orb now shows a preview of the orb trajectory. That's good. So you know where the fuck you're going, dude. But of course, it's not visible to the enemy. Level 10 talent, Waning Rift Silence increased from 1 second to 1.25 second. Level 20 talent, Initial Break recoil damage increase from 175 to 200. Interesting. What else do we have here? Pugna now. Big changes or small? Also gains amplification per destroyed allied towers. Spell amplification decreased from 1.5% to 1.25%. Any sort of aura, so more assault aura as well, range of that. Interesting. Damage to mana health increased from 25% to 30%. Pipe as well, right? All the AoE. Interesting. Talking about AoE increase of Pulverize with the ferocity thing. Also for your spells as well. Your first thing, your charge thing. And your second spell as well, all of it. And your third spell, and after you have Aghanims as well. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, anyways. Level 10 talent, 200 health replaced with 2 nether ward health. Plus 2 nether ward health. That is crazy. That's pretty good, man. Level 10 talent, 10% decrepify movement speed to ally replaced with -1 second nether blast cooldown. Plus 3 nether ward health replaced with 350 health. Level 15 talent, -1 second nether blast cooldown replaced with plus 30% decrepify movement speed to allies. What? So if you use an ally, they would run faster. That's interesting. Level 20 talent decrepify duration increase from 1 second to 1.5 seconds. Interesting. Queen of Pain base strength increase from 18 to 20. She was already pretty strong. You're making more stronger. Bonded return damage increase from 10 to 15%. And Shadow Strike mana cost decrease from 125 to 140 to 100 to 130. Level 10 talent plus 20 damage replaced with plus 35 attack speed against Shadow Strike units. 35 attack speed against Shadow Strike. Interesting. So what if you have AoE Shadow Strike? How much damage is that attack speed? Does it stack? Level 15 talent plus 40 attack speed against Shadow Strike unit replaced with plus 30 damage. Insane. So you have a lot of attack speed, a lot of damage. Especially if you have the AoE Shadow Strike, I think. That would be crazy. Razor, Thunderhead, Storm Surge now also lower strike cooldown by 2.5 seconds during Eye of the Storm. Cooldown by 2.5 seconds. Interesting. I haven't played Razor in a long time. Since the Bloodstone era, I have not played him, so I don't know what it does anymore. Level 15 talent -1 second Storm Surge strike cooldown replaced with plus Storm Strike. Interesting. Ricky, Exterminator. Ricky needs a buff for sure. Even though I don't play Ricky, but it does. Agility bonus when attacking non-hero units increased from 4x to 4.5x. Almost negligible difference, but good if you're using Battle Fury, I guess. What is a better facet for Omni as offlane? I mean, the one that does not focus on the heal, I guess. But I think he's best played as support right now. As an offlane, I don't think it's that good. Smoke screen cooldown decrease from 20 to 11 seconds to 17 to 11 seconds. Yeah, that's good. Good buff. I like it. You can have it cast more in the early. Rubik needs balance. Not nerf, not buff. Bonus attack damage per spell amplification decrease. 1% to 0.75%. Yeah, this with the Kanda was good. Arcane Supremacy spell amplification decrease from 14 to 26% to 11 to 26%. A little bit less stronger in the early phase. Sand King, he needs a nerf. He needs a nerf so I can put real heroes on the ban list, not some shitty meta heroes like this. Sand King, Dust Devil, area of effect increased from 300 to 450. It increased 300 to 450 to 450 to 600. Max health rescale from 6 to 15% to 4 to 16%. A little bit lower in the early phase, but more in the late. Duration rescale from 6 seconds to 4.5 to 6 seconds. Sandstorm, Aghanim Scepter upgrade removed. Oh, feels good, man. That's good. Now procs Magic Stick, the Stinger. Mana cost increase. Yeah, that was an insane spell, though. While facing SK, you never know when he's going to kill you. He stuns you, and then he uses this, and you just die. It's like a Dagon or something. That was crazy. I mean, the name fits right. Stinger. It really stings, dude. Mana cost increase from 30 to 35 to 50. Cooldown increase from 14 to 5 seconds to 15 to 6 seconds. Bonus damage is now extra physical damage instead of bonus attack damage. Extra physical damage instead of bonus attack damage. So I don't know if anybody went for Daedalus with this. Or was Daedalus better if you went for Daedalus? Nobody I saw going Daedalus, but... Or is it better now? I'm not sure. Bonus attack damage decreased from 40 to 160 to 35 to 140. Epicenter now upgrades with the Aghanim Scepter. Every 0.5 second, 3 Stinger attack areas are created at random location, each measuring 15% of the Epicenter's current radius. It applies 50% of Stinger's damage to enemies hit. Holy, so Epicenter is more lethal now, but the Sandstorm is not. Aghanim Scepter upgrade removed. That's pretty good. That was fucking annoying. And he's just strong and not just annoying, I think. One enemy can only be hit by one stinger per pulse. Okay, that is good. That makes it fair. Otherwise, it would have been actually much stronger version of Sandstorm. But one enemy can only be hit by one stinger per pulse. But you have multiple pulses though. Wow. That's crazy. While having both items, Aghanim Shard Pulse apply one single attack from Aghanim Scepter. Interesting, interesting. Talent level 10 talent. Sandstorm damage per second replaced with 8% Singer Slow, and level 15 talent 50 Singer damage replaced with 250 Burst Strike cast range. Level 15 talent 12% Singer Slow replaced with plus 25 Sandstorm damage per second. Alright guys, give me a moment. Let me just drink some water. I'll be right back. 1 second. Alright, alright. I'm back. I hope you guys are hydrated as well. Drink some water, guys. Pretty hot. It actually kind of rained, so it's not that hot today, but there's a lot of moisture in the air. So you gotta stay hydrated as well. Dry or it's whatever it is, you just gotta hydrate it, boys. Drink some water if you haven't in a while. Alright, let's continue. Now, already went through this. Already went through this. Now Shadow Demon. Let's continue. Facet, current health loss increase. For the Disseminate, current health loss increase from 15% to 20%. Disseminate cooldown decrease from 30 to 15 seconds to 26 to 14 seconds now. Shadow Fiend. One of the best heroes in the meta. Let's check out if they made it a little bit balanced. I don't want it to be nerfed, even though I'm not a fan of facing against the Shadow Fiend, but I don't want him to be completely nerfed. I want him to be balanced. Let's see if they have balanced it. Now also improves Necro Mastery. Every hero kill increases max soul by 1 until Shadow Fiend dies. What? Every hero's kill increases max soul by 1. What? So if you do not die, if you get your BKB, if you get your items to stay alive, and you keep killing heroes, if you keep feeding on the enemy, you will keep stacking up the damage. And that damage does not only equate to the damage that you would deal out by your right clicks, but if you want to go magical Shadow Fiend, your ultimate will dish out that much more magical damage in the AoE. That is insane! Hero kills no longer increase max soul by 1 by default. Wait, it did that beforehand too? What? On death, he released 30% of from the bondage. +1 permanent. No, it's not permanent. It's only until Shadow Fiend dies, right? So max soul by 1 until Shadow Fiend dies. After Shadow Fiend dies, it's no longer increased by 1. Once SF dies, once you die as a SF, it will reset back. That's the thing. You have to stay alive to make use of this better. Shadow Ray stack duration decreased from 8 seconds to 7 seconds. Mana cost increased from 75 to 80. Recoil of souls. Max land width decrease from 3 50 to 300, and fewer duration per soul hit decreased from 0.7 to 0.6 second. Line width decreased and duration of the fear decreased. Yeah, that was the most annoying part about the Requiem of Soul, more than the damage. Level 20 talent Requiem of Fear per line decreased from 0.25 second to 0.2 second. Shadow Shaman, massive separate ward. You can buff it if you want. Health increase from 7.6 to 10x. What the fuck? 10x health. That is insane. Shackles, Aghanim Shard, separate ward linger duration increased from 1.5 seconds to 2.5 seconds. That's good. For the Shadow Shaman Enjoyer, okay, I'm gonna add him to the list. I'm gonna play him for sure. Level 15 talent plus 1 shackles duration replaced with Hex Breaks now, and Breaks is so much better. And Hex no longer amplified your damage, so this is pretty good change. I like this. Level 15 talent separate wards attack range increased from 140 to 160, and level 20 Hex Breaks replaced with 1.5 second shackles duration, so even more shackle. And it already applies break in the early levels, so that is pretty good. I like it. Silencer, people said it's really bad, and some people said it ruins Silencer. Some people say it's good, but let's see now. What do we have here? Brain Drain, permanent intelligence steal decreased from 2 to 1. Aghanim Shard intelligence steal decreased from 4 to 3. Now also steal intelligence if the dying unit was debuffed by Silencer, even if it was out of range. So even if it's like, you know, all the way across other side of the map, but if you use your ultimate is a debuff, which means you will still get intelligence if he dies during the silence. So I think Refresher on Silence is pretty good because you can silence and debuff the enemy longer. First thing, it encourages people to buy Refresher, which is good, because then you would have enemy silence for longer, and even if they pop BKB and your silence uses his ultimate again, they would be silenced again, which is pretty great. They would be silenced for longer, and they wasted their BKB as well. Because even with the BKB, they are silenced. Silence, they use silence again. Glaives of Wisdom mana cost decreased from 20 to 14 to 20 now, and damage per silence increased from 20-50 to 30 to 60 now. Level 10 talent, Arcane Curse damage increased from 10 to 15. Level 15 talent, 20 to 5%. Last word damage slow replaced with 2 to 1. Arcane Curse base silence duration. Level 20 talent, Arcane Curse undispellable will replace with 35 to 5% last word damage and slow. That's pretty good. And you also have the facet that Silencer cannot be silenced, which means if you buy Mask of Madness, you can use Glaives of Wisdom with it and can dish out some decent damage. You can get some lifesteal as well. You can gain more damage per hit. It's pretty good. Let's continue. Scarlet Mage. And you're not silenced. You can cast spells as well normally. Scarlet Mage, barrier duration decreased from 15 seconds to 12 seconds. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I always saw Scarlet with the shield and I didn't understand, but of course it's a facet. Thought maybe it's an innate ability, but some Scarlet didn't have it, so of course it was a facet. But now it's a little bit worse now. Level 15 tell 15% rune and restoration spell lifesteal replaced with 15% consecutive shot slow. I mean, consecutive shot slow was already pretty good. And now it's even more slower, so it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Good support, Scarlet. Stardust, Slithering Crush, Aghanim Scepter Puddle duration decreased from 15 seconds to 12 seconds. Aghanim Scepter Puddle radius decreased from 600 to 500 now. Level 20 talent, Corrosive Haze armor increased from -3 to -4 now. Stark base damage increased by 3. Level 20 talent, Shadow Dance attack speed increased from 80 to 90 now. And level 25 talent, Shadow Dance duration increased from 1 second to 1.25 seconds. So you would have treads, right? So with treads and this, you already have over 100 attack speed at level 20. But of course, you don't only have treads. You have other items too, maybe Diffusal Blade, maybe Silver Edge, maybe even Butterfly. So you have a lot of attack speed. You have almost 200 attack speed easily with the right items. And 200 attack speed at level 20 time, that is insane. And the more you hit, the more stronger you get, the more armor you get as you steal more agility. So that is pretty crazy. And the enemy becomes weaker because you steal their stats. Snapfire, Fire Snap Cookie, impact damage increase from 70 to 280 to 70 to 295. Blitz Shredder's attack count decrease from 6 to 5. Yeah, she was pretty strong. Level 15 Blitz Shredder's attack decrease from 2 to 1. Level 25 Blitz Shredder's attack damage decrease from 70% to 60% now. Sniper. Sniper need insane buff or is a dead hero. Keen Scope. Attack range bonus increase from 160 to 400, 160, 260, 360, and 460. A little bit more range at all levels. Sharpnel. Damage increase from 25 to 70 to 30 to 75. Level 20 talent plus 100 attack range replaced with plus 30% sharpnel damage. Okay, so you already have a little bit more range to compensate for this one. You have 60 more range at max level, so 40 less range, but you usually go for pike as well, so you have decent range, right? But you have 30% sharpnel damage. So this, with the talent, I think this is going to be insane. I think I have to check it out. This is going to be so insane that I really have to check it out. Scatter Shot. Let's do it with the normal one, right? And then let's check it with the other one. I'm going to check it with the Ethereal Blade too. This is going to be exciting. Level max. Level max.
You really should
Okay,
prepare for battle.
this is without the talent, Ryan.
Where's the fight?
Okay, this is with the talent. The slow talent and the more damage talent. Okay, this is almost nothing, right? This is so irrelevant. It's kind of funny. But let's check it out now, though. Let's check it out now. Wait, I have to change the hero again. Hold on, sorry, 1 second.
I am the Elder One.
Sniper. Because I want to check without the talent and with the talent. That's why. Oh, no, not like this. No. Return the demo. Okay, like this.
Lock, stock, and barrel.
Okay. Level max. The duration is so low, but let's check it out with this. Ready? 30% more? That's not that good, actually. Okay, let's amplify the damage. Maybe that would make it better. Surely. Okay, actually, Ethereal Blade shit. Nah. Nah, that's not a thing. I was thinking maybe this would be a thing. Speaking of snipers, it reminds me of the sniper that ruined my game today. That was annoying offlane sniper. That shit sucked. Let's continue. Spectre. Spectre Dagger mana cost decreased from 130 to 160 to 100 to 150. Dispersion damage reflected. Increase from 8 to 20% to 11 to 20%. And level 10 talent health region increase from 4 to 5. Spirit Breaker. Bull Rush. Charge of Darkness. Lingering bonus movement speed is now determined by Spirit Breaker's current bonus speed instead of always a max. Okay, that's good. Charge of Darkness now gradually ramps up max movement speed starting at 25% of the bonus speed. Storm Spirit can get a buff, I think. Shock Collar, Electric Vortex debuff now grants the next attack of the enemies redirected onto themselves and triggers the overload charge. What? Debuff now grants that the next attack of the enemy is redirected onto themselves and trigger the overload charge. That's interesting. Huh? We have to try this. No, I think we can see it from here. Plus debuff to the enemy that lasts for 5 seconds, making their next attack target themselves. Target themselves? And trigger an overload charge. No way. What? Debuff. Now grants. I am so confused. I have to try it.
I am Storm Spirit.
What does any of this mean?
Ho-ho!
If you have a sniper, level max,
You really should
Let's
prepare for battle.
do... Let's do this. What? What? This is a demo on your nose, but you go to hero choices? Demo on my nose? What? Oh shit. Do you mean... Oh, there's an... Oh, what?
The spirit of the storm increases.
I mean, it's the same. Oh, you said that there's a shortcut to go to over here. Oh, yeah, you're right. But I still don't understand it at all. You know, grants the next attack of the enemy. Instead of the enemy is redirected onto themselves and trigger the overload charge. I just don't understand this. Maybe let's try someone with lower attack speed. Enemy. Double max. Okay. Have a debuff? Okay, I understand now. That makes much more sense. So once you use the electric vortex on the enemy, you see that? I'm being pulled, but now I have a debuff. If I hit him, I will hit myself. Okay, let's do something crazy. Let's do this. Let's see if we can do what I wanted to do over here. Okay. Oh, what the fuck?
On behalf of storms everywhere.
Holy shit, that was insane. 14 seconds, every 14 seconds. Holy dude, that is insane. Let's try that shit again. So what if I use a spell? I want to check if I use a spell. Will that count? Would I be cheating? Let's do this. Let's do Kanda with the second spell, yeah? No, Kanda does not work.
In the eye of the storm.
Kanda does not work. But if I do this and hit, I'm dead. And it only lasts for one hit though. It doesn't last for more than one hit. I love it. That was pretty cool. That's interesting. I'm not sure if people would prefer to get this over the other one. But it's still 14-second cooldown. You know what would be cooler and kind of broken? That if the shock collar thing would actually work with the Overlord. That would be insane. Level 10 talent, 150 attack range when overloaded, replaced with plus 20 overload damage, 20 talent electric vortex duration decrease from 0.3 to 0.2 second, level 25 talent auto remnant in ball lightning distance decrease from 500 to 450. Okay. 7 could use some buffs, bonus armor decrease from 6 to 15, but could use nerf as a support. 6 to 12. Agnem Shard no longer passively grants ally movement speed bonus. Agnem Shard now increases the active bonus movement speed by additional 3%. Level 50 talent gauze strength cooldown reduction decrease from 15 to 12 second. Level 20 talent Warcry armor increase from 10 decrease from 10 to 8 teachers. Maybe some buff. Each point of attack speed also grant 1 attack projectile speed. Each point of attack speed. What does that mean? I mean, projectile speed is not good, so that makes sense. So if you have a lot of attack speed, it would be crazy, yeah? You know, one way to test it out.
Excuse me?
You really should prepare for battle.
Yeah. Let's get a lot of attack speed now. Are you ready?
You sure?
What the fuck? That was crazy. What? No way, dude. That was insane, actually. Dude, that is crazy. Like, not with even 2 crazy items. Okay, let's be a little bit more realistic. Well, not realistic, but and items. Some items that you can actually get in a real game, yeah. Some of them, at least. So you will get this. Maybe you'll get Pike. Well, I'm not going Daedalus, but I will get Mjolnir. Okay, let's try this out. You already have the level 30, telling them more damage.
So I go.
Has to happen eventually. First blood, everybody.
Oh, what the hell? And what if we do this?
Crater.
Because it increases projectile speed more. And this increases your base attack speed percentage as well. So these two are insane with other items. Let's check it out. Oh, this is insane, dude. Dude, this is insane. What is this?
Best gladiators must fall.
Dude, this
Where's
is
safety
this
gobble?
is literally sniper, dude. The fuck? That is crazy. Wait, what if you? Well, let's check out more realistic version, yeah? Wait, did I even take the right talent?
Call me Squeak.
I did.
Spleen.
They don't know I'm here. Who said that?
Okay, what if we have two items, like nothing
You
too
really should
crazy,
prepare
just
for
this. Nothing crazy, right, guys? Let's do this. Let's get this. This is not that good. This is not that good. But after we have multiple items, then it's good. Interesting. Let's continue. Temple Assassin, Void Blades, Meld. Attacking a target with Meld also applies the bonus ability debuff to enemies hit by the Side Blade spell. Attacking a target with Meld also applies the bonus damage and debuff to enemies hit by the Side Blade. So anyone behind it also hit by the Meld debuff of armor reduction and bonus damage as well. That is insane. That is pretty good. Third Eye. So this facet was reworked, yeah? Third Eye. New innate ability passive cannot be leveled up, of course. Templar Assassin and her teammates can see the Roshan's respawn timer. Third Eye Roshan respawn indicators above the scan ability. That is crazy, dude. That is cool. Meld armor reduction duration decrease from 12 seconds to 6 seconds, and bonus damage and reduction are now applied when denying allied or traps as well. Sideblade is no longer an innate ability. Bonus dagger range reskill from 0 to 200 to 50 to 200. Sideblade range reskill from 350 to 700 to 550 to 700. That is crazy. Spill amount reskill from 80 to 100% to 85 to 100%. A little bit more on each level. A big buff on TA overall. That's pretty cool. I like it. I don't play TA, but for the TA players, they would definitely love that. Perhaps no longer provide vision inside the Roshan pit. Yeah, because you don't need vision inside the Roshan pit because you can see the timer. But, I mean, you do need it once enemy is doing Roshan. So you can just put it outside. Let's be real. If enemy is doing Roshan, you can put it outside. But, of course, no better way to have the vision of inside than putting it inside. Yeah? Because it only gives you the timer of Roshan spawn, your third eye, but not if the enemy is doing Roshan at the current moment. Trap now always take 2 hits to kill by ranged attackers, 1 hit by melee attackers, and 4 by crit. Okay. Gyro Blade, Metamorphosis, dagger increase from 450 to 570 to 450 to 600. A little bit more on each level. Tidehunter base intelligence increase by 18 to 20. Cooldown on the Ravage decrease from 150 second to 150 to 140 second. Timber Saw, Facet, Timber Chain, Splinter Slow duration increase from 0.7 second to 1 second. Slow duration increase, interesting. Exposure Therapy, Mana per tree destroyed increase from 3 to 6 to 47. Whenever Timber destroys a tree, he gains 4 to 7 mana. Tinker, Facet, Repair Boss, heal per second increase from 15 to 30 to 15 to 45. That is pretty cool. Good support Tinker incoming, dude. I love what they did to the hero, dude. No longer a strong core, just a good support now. It's not that bad though. It's interesting concept as support. Oh, I see the Tiny, dude. I wonder what they did to Tiny. Defense matrix, damage barrier decrease from 100 to 320 to 80 to 320. Same in later levels. A little bit lower in the early levels. War Flare, now always teleports the target enemy to the ability's current cast range plus 100 from Tinker's position when it threw the flare. Will not teleport units that are over 2000 range from the desired position. What? Will not pull units back towards Tinker if they're moving away from him while the projectile is midair. Interesting, so you can use it as a chase mechanic as well. And I think it roots as well, right? Teleporting them away, rooting them, and reducing their cast and attack range for 2 seconds. That is cool. Tiny. Crash landing radius decrease from 450 to 400. Bonus crash landing damage decrease from 25% to 40% to 30 to 35%. Toss damage no longer pierces magical resistance and granted by debuff immunity. Grow toss bonus damage decrease from 100 to 400 to 50 to 300. Yeah. Well-deserved nerfs over here. Like, a lot of nerfs and all have to deal with the toss. I like it. Level 15 talent avalanche damage decrease from 80 to 70. Yeah, now he's more better. Better for everyone who's playing against him. He's more balanced now. Paint Protector, Nature's Guise, Aghanim Shard. Total damage change from 200 to 100 plus 75% trains base attack damage. So the more strength you have, the more damage. 75%, that's pretty good. Troll Wallers need buff with Ultimate especially. Let's check it out. New unit ability, Battle Stance, toggleable, can't be leveled up. Allows Troll Waller to swap between melee attacks with the 1.4 BAT or range attacks. Berserker's Rage, no longer an innate ability. When in melee form, Troll Waller has a 15 to 45 bonus movement speed. 15 to 45 bonus movement speed, 2 to 5 bonus armor, and 20% chance to ensnare an enemy for 0.8 to 2.2 seconds. When in range form, Troll Waller has 20% chance to maim the enemies, slowing their movement speed by 8 to 32%, attack speed by 8 to 32%, 8 to 32, not percent, 0.8 to 2 seconds, and dealing 5 to 20 bonus physical damage. That's pretty good. Okay, good buffs. Whirling Axe's range, axe damage decreased from 80 to 140 to 60 to 120. Fervor, Aghanim Shard base attack chance decreased from 18 to 16%, and Aghanim Shard attack chance per fervor stack decreased from 4 to 3%. What did it do to Void Spirit? I have not gone to Void Spirit yet, but we're getting close. Tusker. Drinking Buddies. Drinking Buddies can now be put on all casts to only pull Tusk towards its target ally. Underlord. A lot of changes there. New ability. Scales with Fiend's Gate. After an allied hero teleports, they temporarily gain damage reduction and movement speed bonus. Bonuses are doubled when teleporting via Fiend's Gate. Damage reduction 4 to 10%. Bonus movement speed 5 to 20%. It's pretty good with if you have Crimson Guard and drums or something like that. Atrophy Aura, no longer an innate ability. Damage reduction rescale from 0 to 30% to 6 to 30%. Bonus damage per creep rescale from 1 to 9 to 2 to 8. Yeah, deserving nerfs. Bonus damage per hero rescale from 25 to 45 to 30 to 45. Very insignificant changes though. Duration rescale from 25 to 65 seconds to 35 to 65 seconds. Fiend's Gate no longer provides a buff after passing through the portal by default. Move to innate force innate ability. Yeah, this one. Invading force innate ability. Yeah, level 10 talent. Firestorm radius decreased from 75 to 60. Level 10 talent. 10% Fiend's Gate movement speed bonus reduction replaced with 5% invading force movement speed bonus time reduction. Level 15 talent paid of malice slow decrease from 30% 25%. Level 25 talent paid of malice root rescale from 0.65 second to 0.5 second. Undying ceaseless Dirge can no longer be refreshed. Tombstone cooldown rescale from 90 to 75 to 80 seconds. Flesh Golem slow decrease from 40 to 50% to 35 to 45%. Level 25 talent Flesh Golem strength bonus decrease from 60% to now 50%. Ursa Beer down bonus duration decrease from 20% to 14 to 20%. Now scales with Enrage. The more Enrage you have, the more you will have. Venomancer base damage decreased by 2. When attached to a carrier, ward health is now also increased by 1 to 2.4% of the carrier's max health. So it's pretty strong with tankier heroes. Septic Shock, new innate ability, passive cannot be leveled up. When advanced attack, deal extra magical damage based on how many debuffs the attack target has. Okay, that is interesting. How many debuffs? Okay, can be upgraded with Aghanim Scepter, increases Septic Shock base limit per debuff from 10% to 20% Plague Wards. Also, deal Septic Shock damage based on their attack damage. Poison Stake no longer an innate ability. Aghanim Scepter upgrade removed. Duration rescale from 3 to 15 seconds, 6 to 15 second damage per second. Rescale from 2 to 32, 8 to 32. Slow rescale from 3 to 15% to 8 to 14%. Plague Ward mana cost increase from 21 to 30 to 24 to 30 now. What else do we have? Viper, Predator, new innate ability, passive, cannot be leveled up. Viper's attack deal an additional instance of physical damage per missing health percentage of his target equal to 0.25 plus 0.05 per Viper's level. Only works on heroes. It's pretty good against Huskar. It's the old Viper coming back. Exactly. Corrosive Skin no longer is an innate ability. The slow rescale from 3 to 30 to 8 to 32. Magic resistance rescale from 5 to 25 to 10 to 25 damage per second. Rescale from 3 to 30 to 8 to 32. Visage. Oh, Void Spirit coming soon. Death Toll, Soul Assumption, new facet. Soul Assumption kills give 35 gold per soul charge, up to 105 to 210 gold, 15% from creeps. Enemy heroes kill within 3 seconds of being affected by soul consumption also give gold. Lurker, new innate ability, passive, cannot be leveled up. Vista's ability cooldown duration are reduced as long as he's not taking damage. Grants a stack every 2 seconds that Vista does not take damage. Each stack grants 2% cooldown speed with a max of 10 stacks. Stacks fade after 2 seconds upon taking damage. Gravekeeper's Cloak, no longer an innate ability. Damage reduction per layer. Rescale from 4 to 20% to 8 to 20% layer recovery time. Rescale from 7 to 3 seconds to 7 to 4 seconds. Silence the Grave, mana cost increase 100 to 115. Duration increase from 35 to 30 seconds. And bonus damage decrease from 25% to 20%. Bonus damage duration 4. Bonus damage 20%. Bonus damage 20%. Last 30 seconds. Interesting. Void Spirit. They said they changed him a lot. Let's check it out. Symmetry facet removed. Now we have Sanctuary and Call of the Void. Barrier amount per hero hit increased from 40 to 100 to 50 to 110. A new facet is Decimate. Upon exit is Assimilate, Aether Remnants are created at 3 portal furthest from the Void Spirit that lasts 4 seconds. No effect if resembling from the center portal. Remnants face towards the center towards the portal of reduced pull duration and damage. Remnant effectiveness 60%. Aether Remnant watch distance endpoint is always fixed, meaning that the increased watch distance will spawn the remnant furthest away from the center portal. Resonant Pulse now grants physical damage barrier base magic damage 25 to 100 and barrier amount per hero hit is 35 to 80. Let's check it out. What does it mean? Only one way to check out, yeah?
Prepare for the war to come. Welcome, Westbrook. I want.
You really should prepare for battle.
I do not hesitate. Void step. Could it be? I am under attack. All doors open to me. In preparation. The face of the void. Overstep. Other options are mere illusion. I create opportunity where to next. As I guard the temple.
Interesting. I don't see how it works that much. Let's continue. Like I don't see how it can be used as a combo, but I guess we have to check it out. Maybe the refresher can do some nasty things. I'm not sure. I have to see some professional player to see it. Warlock, heal damage rescale from 16 to 40 to 15 to 45, and level 15 tele 15 Shadow Word heal damage replaced with 150 Shadow Word AoE. Beaver, new innate ability, passive cannot be leveled up. Every time Weaver casts an ability, he gains 50 attack range for 7 seconds. This effect stacks independently. 50 attack range for 7 seconds every time cast an ability. Okay. Geminate attack no longer is an innate ability and cooldown rescale from 10.5 to 2.5 seconds to 9 to 3 seconds now. Geminate attack damage rescale from 0 to 65 to 20 to 65 now. Level 20 talent Geminate attack damage decreased from 80 to 70. Wind Ranger Focus Fire renamed from Tailwind to Focus Fire. Wind Run no longer grants additional bonus movement speed to Wind Ranger and nearby allies. Whirlwind Focus Fire duration increased from 8 seconds to 9 seconds. AoE now equals to Wind Ranger's attack plus 150 range. Witch Doctor. Voodoo Restoration self-heal increase from 25% to 25 to 40% now. That's a lot, especially if you have Sanj, something like that. If you have Sanj, Kaya, and Spell Life Steal as well, so the damage that you're going to deal also going to heal you more. That's going to be crazy. With Radiance as well, some nutty builds. Maladid base summon increase from 15 to 30 to 18 to 30 now. Okay, nothing on Invoker? Really? Surely I didn't miss anything. They didn't do anything to Invoker. That is so weird. The last hero changes are Wraith King, Vampiric Spirit, Life Steal increase from 20 to 50% to 26 to 50%. Now decreases respawn timer by Wraith duration. Academic Scepter no longer reduces respawn time. Level 10 talent Wraith Fire Blast impact DPS increase from 20% to 25%. Unslain Wraith King turns into free pathing Wraith with bonus attack and movement speed for a short time. Bonus 30 to 70, bonus 10 to 25%, Wraith duration 5 seconds. Life Steal from 26 to 50%. Interesting. So that was it for patch 7.37. If you enjoyed, guys, consider leaving a like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. This was a long ass patch, but we did it. We went through all of it, and I appreciate you watching it and being here. And for further future patch updates and reviews, consider leaving a like and subscribe. I appreciate it, guys. And here I end the review.